we go. Hopefully everything looks good. Everything looks good.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
There we
Hello.
go. Oh, this boat looks so great. I do really love this boat.
Maybe we'll customize it and make it our own.
Eventually, I do have a whole like map making thing that's designed specifically for D&D ships, or for battle map ships.
Yes, it's gonna be fun.
So you guys will have lots of options, plenty of opportunity.
sweet.
But yeah, so Tasik, are you ready for the last time?
All right. Last time on Let's Throw Dice, we awoke early and took to our duties with a fervor as we began to approach the ship. Quint began to feed the crew with grog that they prepared, both buckets, a small one for the crew from the Despicably Made, and the larger one for the rest of the crew of the Wormwood. And Tazik decided to take Rosie Cuswell and Sandara Quinn along to the enemy ship, and Quint gave them the safe grog. Quint split his focus between provisioning the ship and managing to rig Owlbear's shackles to break at the slightest tug. He set about this with his toolkit and very easily succeeded in his task, with Eldon supporting him by distracting Kipper at the gunner's mate. And then Eldon also assisted Quint with their provisioning as the halfling cook passed out his grog. It was something to behold, as everyone who drank the home brew grog were happier, healthier, hungrier, and ready to fight. Tazik tuned his cannons and got ready to take a shot with the Wormwood's guns as Morgan visited Grok and got some of her old supplies from a quartermaster's shop. But she also, in her searching, discovered Grok's bag of holding, which she managed to stash away in time that Grok didn't seem to notice. And Morgan prepared her best angry glare for the enemy ship as they got close, as she worked the riggings in anticipation of what was to come. Tazik took some ranging shots at the enemy ship, and then as they closed the distance, he shot one across their bow to warn them to heave to, and they didn't listen. Croup and Quint had a moment together where Croup apologized to the younger cook, and the old man gave Quint a bottle of alcohol as a apology. We don't know if this was serious or not, as it seemed to be proper turpentine, and gave the bottle a swig, and it gave him a bit of a hangover already.
Oh, that's right.
Quentin found some hidden weapons in Grok's shop and managed to sneak his last few trail rations out before the battle started. Then Tazik opened the battle by casting a spell upon himself that made his aim true and managed to slightly decapitate the enemy captain before the ships could close together.
Can't decapitate. Is it really a decapitation if his head turns to mist?
Obliteration.
R.I.P., buddy.
Chopped his body off.
Eldon sensed magic on the enemy ship as a dwarf on the deck seemed to have some magical aura around him. As Morgan just scared the ever-loving crap out of everyone except for the party in, I think it was 45-foot radius. As the enemy ship and ours met, and we charged. Morgan raced across to the other side of the gangplank and began to engage the enemy as the enemy's monk charged forward and took a swing at her. She resisted the monk's attack with her normal angry glare, and the archer on the ship took a shot at her. Tazik, however, took a shot back, and his shot was slightly more effective as she pulverized and covered the dwarf behind her in glory. Sandara blessed the party as battle was taken, and the dwarf on the enemy craft hit Tazik and Rosie with a blast of fire from his hands. The enemy first officer raced forward and tried to kill Morgan, and hit her pretty darn hard with a cutlass, but she took it like a like a beast and kept soldiering on. Eldon squeeched at the dwarf and took a chunk out of him as Morgan stepped forward into the enemy. He slew the dwarf and nearly slew the monk in one single hit. Um, the monk fired back at Morgan as the first officer took a swing at Rosie and sliced her up pretty good. And Tazik blew a hole in the dwarf as Centaura healed our party. Rosie took another stab from the first officer and started looking rather haggard. Eldon reached out to touch the monk but didn't manage to make contact, electricity crackling between his fingertips. Morgan swung and dispatched the monk, who was wildly trying to swing at her, and watched the life leaving his body, saying, "Natural armor, what?" Rosie swung on the enemy officer but missed. Tazik took a shot and blasted a hole in his shoulder, but he swung back and killed Rosie with his cutlass. Eldon reached out and grabbed the head of the first officer and filled him with about 5 or 50,000 volts of electricity, causing him to spasm and fall to the deck, dead and smoking. Before we could do anything else, Harrigan came over, picked up Sandara, and threw her off the ship, saying that she was a coward. She swore at him, calling him a bastard. And he asked Morgan what happened to the enemy captain, and she pointed at the body at the helm and said, "Some of him's there." Um, then, then the captain ordered Crine over to our ship to watch or over to the small ship to watch the unloading as we began to gather up all the gold on board and take it to the edge. Quint seemed the worse for wear, or started to get worse for wear as Morgan started to look better and better as we worked. The magic connection between them working its thing. Um, Morgan, being a very observant human, or not human, elf, heard a faint whimpering in the hold as we're looting the ship, but kept it to herself and didn't make notice. Tazik gave Crine a bottle of fancy alcohol, and she went over to the other side of the gangplank and told him not to make it too obvious. And once the majority of the wealth was transferred to the Wormwood, the captain came over and said that the ship needs a captain, someone he trusts, someone who's been with him a long time. And with that, Plug came out of the captain's quarters, looking somewhat more mushroomy than the last time we saw him. And
Little dusty.
he came over and addressed his new crew.
I dig it. And
then before we set sail, Quint called Owlbear up to the deck, and he scurried over. The captain said he would sell Owlbear to Quint for something. Quint gave him some really dank herbs from his pouch, and the captain graciously accepted the offering. And Owlbear came over to our ship, as did Spook, the halfling child. Then we set sail, but before we got too far away, Eldon called over to Kipper using the connection he had found it, and told him to discharge the cannon as soon as we were out of range, so it didn't randomly go off. And Kipper said, "Right away, as soon as you guys are clear." And as we cleared to the side of the Wormwood, the cannon went off, and there was an explosion, and then more explosions, and then a bigger explosion as the stone in Tazik's pocket glowed and grew warm, and out from it came, "You bastard!" As we faded to back with Scourge turning around, trying to figure out what happened.
I love it. Oh, that's so good. It's very satisfying to have you guys blow up the Wormwood, and it very much makes sense why gunpowder wasn't in the initial adventure path.
Maybe a little bit.
I mean, I only could do this because I was an officer.
It's true. It's true. Because you're allowed to touch the guns.
Very true.
Pretty much on...
I mean, my plan was to do this sort of thing anyway, so I was just going to have to sneak over to the guns to do it.
Kaboom? Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Yep. I wonder how Erie's doing at the bottom of the ocean.
Erie just hears a faint, "This is for calling me a rat."
Sly killed him a few days back.
That's all.
Sly's just wearing his skin now.
Oh, don't tempt me. Listen.
Hey, guys,
what I have planned for Sly changes
me.
with the wind, man. Like, it's...
Oh boy.
one part of me is like, man, I really want to use her again. Another part of me is like, no.
Nah.
Like, in theory, you guys are going to be 4th level after this session, right? It's in theory. So, theoretically. In practice, that's like roughly a quarter of the way done what I have planned for the campaign then. because you guys are gonna peak off somewhere between 16 and 18 and probably finish the series. So, and then we start on the Just
Nice.
Alt.
Yeah.
But that's something we'll talk about months from now, potentially years from now. All right, so until then, guys, the ship is yours. Plug is staring off at the wormwood as it sinks beneath the waves, pretty much what little remains on the surface burning quite heavily. And you guys notice he has a slight grin to his face as he watches the flames dance in his eyes.
So I'm assuming that Plug is like kind of right at the front of the ship, observing
Plug
the
is
crew.
where he's sitting right now, like watching the wormwood, which is like,
Gotcha.
way down south, if we're gonna go on that. Or actually, I guess it'd be behind you guys because you're sailing directly away from it. So, yeah, he's watching. He's not saying anything to you. He's not really. He's not really seeing you guys so much as he's looking through you guys.
Quint is actually canonically quite drunk, and he's feeling pretty bold after that victory. So he'll kind of step up a little bit, kind of partway down the stairs of the top deck, and he'll kind of shout down to Mr. Plug and say, "Captain Plug, I take it that's your handiwork then?" And he gestures at the smoke plume.
Bluff, please.
Yep, you got it. Ooh, oh, that's good. That is a
8.
natty 3 for
Plug.
an 8.
Captain Plug looks at you.
I think you have a hero point, don't you?
I do. I considered.
Oh yeah, that's
keeping
right.
the
That's right.
legend
All you guys
alive.
got a hero point, by the way, for sinking the ship.
Oh,
So that was a team effort.
That's pretty hot. Yeah, I mean, part of me dislikes never failing, but yeah, I'm gonna spend a hero point right
All
now,
right,
and
all
let's
right.
re-roll that bluff. Stimulate that economy.
See a nat 1 now.
And yeah, right. And I'm re-rolling this. I'm not adding the bonus. Let's see what I got.
Ooh, all right.
Okay, all right.
That's better.
3
So
for an
that's
18.
18.
Yeah, how are you gonna
Wow.
bluff somebody into thinking they did something that they definitely didn't do? I'll never understand. But no, it's
I was thinking more so selling the
Feigning ignorance.
concept that
Yeah, feigning
exactly.
ignorance. I gotcha. I know what
Oh,
you're going
what is
for,
that
right?
about?
Plug actually. Plug looks at you, Quint, and you see his smirk fade. He says, "Do you think me stupid, half-man?"
No, sir, not at all. I understand. That is mutinous talk, and you don't abide by mutinous talk on your ship.
Of course.
And he winks
No
at him.
mutiny upon this ship. And he looks at. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Precisely. I didn't mean to imply nothing, and your silence speaks louder than words could.
Right. You there, the rat man. You have experience leading, yes?
Sure.
Steer my ship. Take us to land. And he just like kind of steps to the front of the ship and stares off into the distance.
I mean,
Dinner follows closely behind him.
now it's a surprise round.
All right. What are you gonna do?
I mean, do we want to fight now?
Do you guys want to fight now?
That's my question.
If you were to give a look to Quint, he has some bloodlust in his eyes. But I don't know the rest of the party. What if you given any signals?
We doing this? We're fucking him up.
Look at you guys go. Just nod. Tazza goes, hey, Captain Plug, I got a question for you. What's a rat's favorite part of an explosion?
He turns to look at you, his hand on his sword, and he looks around as you guys start moving towards him and says, I haven't the faintest, rat.
Debris everywhere. And I shoot him in the face.
Debris. No. Not the cheese jar.
Sorry guys, stream's over. You're done. Plug jumps into the lake and...
Yeah.
The ship just explodes.
I submit.
For a split second there, I was debating greasing him and telling Morgan to just shoulder bash him. Send him
under the boat.
Easiest fight of our lives.
I was wondering, that's why I kind of moved him over the edge. I was going to see if you guys were going to try something like that. But anyway, so it's roll against his flat-footed.
I mean, it'll likely be...
Flat-footed touch?
Flat-footed touch.
It'll likely be touch anyways, which is whatever.
Well, but flat-footed and touch.
Yeah. He gets nothing.
What is that? A 14. So is that against his flat-footed or against his touch? Or is it both?
It would be against his touch natively. It would be against his flat-footed if he's surprised.
Yeah, so it's his touch without his dexterity bonus. Because he's flat-footed, he's denied his dex AC. Unless he's somehow unable to be surprised, of course.
No, that's just against touch.
I don't think there's actually a Panachi for that. No, don't think so. No, only against melee attacks, really.
I think that would be uncanny dodge.
Yeah, that would be uncanny dodge, which I don't actually think he has. I don't think swashbucklers get it. Yeah.
Rogues get it.
Yeah,
Rogues,
barbarians.
and I think barbarians maybe, or no, or they get trap sense. Yeah.
I mean, technically, I think second level swashbucklers get one that would let you move 5 feet after an attack, and I don't think it has to be melee. But you can't be flat-footed. You got to use a reaction. But NPCs aren't PCs, so or maybe they are.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna be
it's
honest. Even hold on, let me double check his ACs here because touch is minus his armor, flat-footed is minus his dex. So. I guess that means he's pretty much base AC. He's 10.
He's 10.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, unless there's magic stuff involved.
Unless there's magic
that's true.
stuff.
There is magic stuff.
Because deflection still affects both, and dodge would affect his.
But
touch.
not unless he's denied his AC.
But not his flat. But not his flat-footed. Yeah. So deflection's the only one that matters.
AC, yeah, that's a hit for 11 damage.
11, 12.
He tries to duck out of the way as your bullet finds purchase in his abdomen. You hear a sizzle and a stark lack of blood as the wound seals itself shut from the fire. Cauterizes, that's the word I'm looking for here. So, yes, quite literally. And I did actually forget to give him some bracers that are very important here. So I'm just going to loot, potential loot, unless you guys send him overboard, in which case no loot. It's up to you.
I'm more likely to burn him and like completely immolate him than I am to send him overboard.
You personally, just listen here. All right, so in just a second we're going to be taking, I guess it would be a wondrous item, right? Bracers of they are wondrous.
Yes. Bracers of X, yes.
Bracers of insanity, hell yeah. Let's give that a shot. I have no idea what these are. Hold on.
I
no.
do genuinely want to get more of the curse
+4
wonders
strength,
items.
+4 con, and a +4 deflection bonus to AC.
I'm sorry.
It also lowers the
those
wearer's
sound great.
effective wisdom by 8.
Jesus.
Oh, I cannot wear those.
Except when calculating.
Actually, no,
will
I totally
saves.
could.
I could barely wear those. That is cutting it
Quint would
close.
turn into it.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
he couldn't wear them.
Once
I would have the wisdom of
Ooh,
I would have the wisdom of a politician, but I'd still
I'm
be
gonna have
I'd
to,
be
I'm gonna have to
bulletproof.
use these at some point. This is amazing. As soon as you put them on, the wearer goes insane and becomes chaotic evil.
Nice.
That's nice.
Bro, we all need some of those. We're way too not evil as pirates.
Hey, I have murdered a lot of people.
You're lawful evil. Simmer down.
Yeah.
I stole Grok's bag of Moldig.
Chaotic neutral. High
Listen,
five,
last
Sam.
last I
Chaotic
heard, you
neutral.
guys have saved an orphan, sunk a ship full of evil pirates.
Murdered an innocent merchant crew.
That is true. You did do that. You did murder an innocent merchant crew, and
Pretty mercilessly.
Tazek
Pretty
was the only one
mercilessly.
who
was
killed anyone
fair.
out of cold blood. Everyone else attacked first.
We're in
yeah, that's right.
international
Is-
waters.
can you
anyways.
really be lawful if
No
there's no
rules.
laws to abide by?
There's water under the bridge?
All right. Anyway, roll for initiative.
Well, if you insist.
Bruh, at 2, if I wore those bracers at 2 wisdom, I'd have the wisdom of a fungus.
Oof.
Quinn would literally go unconscious.
Yes, as we were turning to get into position, Eldon took the small stone out of his pocket and released it so it began circling his head.
Nice.
Roll reflex. As you
When?
pulled it out to activate it.
It's a free action. What do you mean?
I mean, it's
It's a free action to release an ion stone.
oh, the ion stone. Oh
I
my
literally,
God.
I had it tucked
Dude,
into
I don't know where
pouch.
my brain went. I thought,
just
never
took
mind.
it-
Ignore me.
What
Don't
did,
worry,
What did you think
ignore
I was
me,
using?
ignore
What do
me.
you think I have?
No worries. You guys haven't encountered those yet, so that was more of mine.
hand
I'll
grenade.
take whatever you think I have, but. Eh?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, go fast.
Oh, I'm so glad Eldon's high on this one.
Boys
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
All right.
Go fast.
So now typically what I like to do is half the initiative for his second turn, but half of his initiative is going to be him going pretty much twice in a row. So instead, he's going to go after Quintus again, I think. So then it's 2 him, 2 him. Yeah, that works. That actually works pretty well.
Yep.
That tracks. All right, so
That tracks.
Tazek, you shot first. So Quint, you also have a surprise. Can act in the surprise round.
Perfect. Okay. As an action, he will briefly shout, "And we will continue to feast tonight, friends." And he casts bless.
All right.
Everybody
He's gonna
getting blessed.
everybody. Yeah. I guess maybe not plug, but he will bless dinner if they choose to accept.
Do you know if they accept? I don't think you would know.
I don't think you
Yeah.
don't get to know either way.
So we're gonna leave that up
But
in the air.
yeah. Oh, or do you have to designate? I think it designates.
Oh yeah, here I can probably target and then hit the spell, and it might add it. I don't know if it will, but let me try it.
I don't know if it adds it. I tossed it on, but
I forget with bless if you designate the people that are considered your allies, or if it says the caster and all allies within 50-foot burst. So I guess it'd be whatever you consider your ally. So if you consider Dinner an ally, then Dinner would get the buff. No save.
And absolutely considers dinner an ally.
You absolutely consider Dinner an ally, even though he's standing on the shoulder of a man you're
Yep.
trying to kill.
Yeah, we got a
details.
weird work
alright,
relationship.
That's fair. Okay. Well, you know what? Sure. I guess the chicken is blessed. Why not? What could possibly go wrong? All right, Eldon.
Mhm.
All right. Sorry. Okay. What do we get going on?
Remember that dinner's
here?
blessed when Eldon destroys Plug with a giant lightning bolt from eternity, and it hits dinner too.
No, not yet. That's later. I don't have those yet. Okay, so let's see. What do we get? What do we got though? Did he draw his weapon? Did he manage to draw it?
Oh
as
no,
was
he just
turning
had his
around?
hands on it.
Or did he just have his hand on it? Okay. Cool. So what Eldon is going to
Oh,
do?
perfect. That actually works rather well. Sorry, go ahead.
Eldon is gonna ship him an ear-piercing scream.
Insert.
Nice.
Oh, max damage. Oh damn. Let me remember. His DC is 17 fortitude.
This is turning well.
He's 17.
Oh, damn. That hurts.
14 Sonic, and he is
14
dazed for a
Sonic
round.
And dazed. Oh, dear.
Nice.
All right. 14.
Hmm.
Oh, this ain't looking good for you, Plug. I had such high hopes for you. All right. Next on initiative, we got Morgan.
Morgan is going to draw both her sword, I guess, or sorry, rapier, and she's going to point actually her gun towards him, or
Mhm.
pistol, and she's going to use Intimidate.
All right. So yeah, let's see the intimidation roll. Now let me remember what the save DC is now. Or I guess what you have
And
to
I
be.
believe with a pistol drawn,
You get a plus
it's
4. That's
plus
right.
4, right? Okay. Is that base dice or that's situational
Yep.
bonus, right?
Correct. I think it's 10 plus hit dice plus wisdom.
So its DC is 10 plus the target's hit die plus the target's wisdom.
Yeah. Holy
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
moly.
Okay, he's shaken for I believe 2 rounds.
How much did she
Ooh,
exceed
yeah,
by?
That's right. How much did she?
Because that adds
She
extra
exceeded
rounds.
by it's by every 5 she exceeds, right?
Yeah, every 5 she
Okay, so she
exceeds, it's an extra round.
Was that 4 rounds of shaken then?
So
It's base 2
Is
for
she
thugs,
can
right?
you can make him shaken. Yeah. For thugs, it's base 2, and then if she
Yep.
beat him by 10, then she gets an extra 2 rounds. So as a thug, she can allow it to be 4 rounds of shaken, or she can trade that out for 1 round of frighten. Not that he
Not
has
that he has
anywhere
anywhere
to
to
run.
run.
He's also
I was
he's
gonna
also dazed.
say,
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's got nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 rounds of shaken.
Yep.
4 rounds
4
of shaken.
rounds of shaken. Bless. Oh my gosh. What?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't get
No,
this.
he did. He decidedly did not.
No.
Oh,
Oh, Morgan.
dude. Okay, and shaken.
She might
That's
get
a,
a
that's a
plus
negative
one.
1 to everything, right? I'm gonna get these straight eventually.
Shaken is minus 2. To
Oh,
all
everything
D20 rolls,
D20.
basically.
Good lord. All right.
Pretty well.
All right. Buddy spooked for 4 rounds. Is there a way I can
Check
put
that.
Thank God he has a -2 to that D20 damage he's got.
Oh yeah, shaken includes saving throws as well. Let's go.
Whoo!
Oh, that's good stacked
Oh
so well.
man.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Man, oh man. If only this isn't going exactly as I thought it would. And now Plug finally has an opportunity to do something.
Oh,
Oh,
but he's dazed.
Shucks.
Dazed and shaken.
Tazak.
Yeah, we all know what's happening. I have one more of these. Let's go.
Mm.
Ooh.
Ooh, do I call for the? I think I'm gonna do stimulate the action economy. I'm gonna do a hero point reroll.
Ooh, all right, all
Ooh.
right.
Make it rain.
Yeah,
Let's go.
just to need to reset something because that's what it does. But I can manually cover. I can shoot it again. Sorry. Too many things happening at once. There we go. That's a better roll. Oh, it's a better damage,
Oh,
too.
dude, no. No. Is that a 17 to hit for 16 damage?
Yeah.
Ah! It's okay. Everything's fine. There's no cause for alarm. Next on initiative, Quint. Stun locked the boss. No big deal.
Seeing this
Your
opportunity,
piercing scream is so good.
Quint will point to Dinner, try to make eye contact, and say, "This is your opportunity. Join our crew." And then he like projects himself. His like face kind of contorts as he casts murderous command on Dinner. So I'm sure you have Dinner's character sheet ready to rock.
Yes, his whole 4
I-
HP and 1d1 damage.
Yeah. I need DC 15 will save.
Hold on. Don't chickens have huge wills? Hold on. Chicken. Let's
Yeah, that they're famous.
Animals actually tend to
let's
have
see.
decent wisdom.
Chicken. Oh, beauty. Okay. Was it DC 15?
Yep.
You see Chicken look at you funny, and you sense your spell didn't have much in effect, but he does turn to look at Plug and pecks him on the forehead. Then he looks back at you.
Quint nods. Yeah, you get a taste for it. And as a move action, he'll begin loading his light crossbow.
I love how all of you guys are like,
Get a taste
let's keep
for
as
it.
far away from him as possible. Now, Mr. Plug is still
Is still
Dazed.
dazed. Hero point?
No, I was trying to. I think it's pretty bullshit if I say that it's per his initiative turn and not because it's brutal. Yeah. Maybe that's something I'll experiment with later, but he's still dazed for now. Eldon, go.
Okay. He's officially no longer dazed.
Still shaken though.
Still quite shaken.
Oh yeah.
Still shaken,
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah,
quite
yeah.
stirred yet, but still shaken.
I'm gonna move down the stairs a little bit. Just get a little bit better positioning, and then I am going to. We'll just hit him again. Let's do it again. Ear-piercing scream again.
Oh, stop.
Oh,
Stop.
Jesus!
No. This is a -2 to the save.
Oof.
Oh, that luck
Oh
buildup.
no. That's fortitude, right? Yeah.
Yeah, fortitude 17.
Oh man. Oh.
Requiescat in pace.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, there it is. So
Oh,
he takes,
man.
He still takes
Oh,
damage?
man.
Half
Seven.
for- Take 7.
He takes 7.
Seven
and
and
no
no
days.
days. By the way,
Nice.
he's still looking remarkably well for the amount of numbers you've plugged into him. Get it? Morgan, you're up.
Okay. Trying to figure out how this works. Morgan is going to take a few steps forward. And she's going to use deadly aim. I'm just trying to figure out how to go about doing that.
How do you feel about chicken dinner?
Morgan,
yeah,
how does she
Morgan
about
feel
it?
about dinner? Because it's
She hasn't had much interaction.
okay, so no strong feelings one way or the other. All right, proceed as normal. That's fine.
Yeah.
Eldon, I know how he feels about dinner, so he's not shooting into melee with an ally. Quint, however,
Actually, technically, dinner engaged plug
Yeah,
in melee
exactly.
combat. Therefore, I'm pretty sure
Ah.
precise shot is in effect, or the lack thereof is actually in effect. If dinner was considered
Perfect.
Plug's ally, that would not be a problem. But
dinner has officially engaged plug in combat.
yeah,
Okay.
that's a little. That's a little
Bad for
awkward.
us, but I don't want to say no.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm just stating the fact.
This is my whole defense plan. You guys can't ranged attack him with an ally.
So good.
okay, I have
If,
precise shot.
if only Tazak, if only Tazak hadn't taken precise shot.
Hey, Dinner, when they try to mutiny, I need you to attack me. Just trust me on this. Good job, Dinner. You're doing a really
I'm
good job.
metagaming. Don't tell them.
Right.
What he actually got was the gauntlets of the fourth wall.
Lets him do shit like this as he like grows 10 times his size.
Plug is secretly playing 4-dimensional chess.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
He casts a spell, go fuck yourself. Sinks the ship.
I have a counter
The
for
boat,
that. It's
the
called
boat starts
Alcalay.
tipping and he falls in.
All right, so if you're gonna take a shot at him, so I guess chicken is actually in melee. So rules is written: you need precise shot, or you're taking -2,
Minus
4. Is it 4? Yeah,
minus
it is
4
-4. You're
into
right, yeah.
melee.
Nasty, nasty.
Okay, because I do have something called deadly aim. I'm just not sure.
So deadly
The
aim,
aim actually further reduces your accuracy.
yeah.
Oh,
It-
true.
it- minus
more
1 to
damage.
attack for a +2
Yeah.
to damage.
Yeah. Until
Yep.
+4 BAB, I think. Then it scales to
Mhm.
-2 +4.
Right. Okay, so maybe that's not a
I
smart
mean, you can
idea.
still try to shoot him. Just don't use deadly aim, because then that increases your odds of shooting him.
Yeah.
That's
So long
true.
as you're within
Alright.
the first range increment, which I think where you're standing, you're. No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I have to
Pistol's gonna
be.
tight. What is the range increment on a pistol?
I don't remember.
I think it's 20 feet.
Is it 20 feet?
20 feet.
Yeah, you can definitely. Yeah.
Alright, I'm way too far.
I mean, you have 30 feet of movement. You can get to him. You can't get within that range.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can use a movement action and then your standard action to shoot him once.
Okay.
Morgan's wearing medium
Or-
Oh,
armor.
it's
sorry,
right,
yeah.
medium armor. So
Yeah.
yeah, it would be 20.
Morgan,
yeah.
Morgan's got 20 feet.
Yeah. Hang on, did I move
No,
too
I
far?
think you're good because you started off here, right?
Yeah. I still don't
Yeah,
think she can hit him
Yeah.
though.
No, not on the first range increment. So it wouldn't be against touch. You can still hit him against his regular AC though.
Yeah.
And then it's since it's outside of that first
Mhm.
range increment, it's going to be with a -2. Yeah.
2.
You could also, I think you can hold your action to take
Oh,
a
that's
shot
true.
when he's
That's
in
true.
range.
You can wait for him to move towards
Yes,
you.
you could.
Ready in
Ready in
action.
action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm impatient.
yeah.
Yeah. Sucks to be you.
Dude, there's been at least 3 times
'Cause I
I thought this
assume-
would be a really great time to hold an action, and I go, oh, wait a minute.
Because rolling another intimidate isn't gonna really give us much, is it?
Actually, it would.
You can
Because I'm pretty sure you could intimidate him, add 2 more rounds, which brings him back up to 4 at this point, I think, and then you could make him real a scurd. But
It does stack the duration. It just increases
You guys
the
could,
duration.
you could just
so
perpetually
you could further
keep him
extend his
shaken.
shaken. But yes. Once every 3 or 4 rounds, you just stop and intimidate him, and he's just shaken forever.
the bad lady's getting closer with a gun.
Scary lady made Squatch a bitch.
Oh no, my timbers, they shivered.
Timbers are shivering.
Everything's shivering.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna give him another round up intimidate then.
ruh-roh.
Yeah.
All right, let's see that roll with you.
Send him to Spooky Town.
Send him to Spooky Town,
With her gun.
of
drawn.
course. So, oh,
The only way.
Oof.
oh,
Ooh.
damn, that was a nat 1
Alright,
for a 13. Nat 1 for a
It's
13.
fine. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna stimulate the economy because I do actually have 2 points.
Uh,
Oh.
Okay, so if I'm re-rolling,
Just re-roll.
do I subtract it?
No, you're just
Reroll?
re-rolling. So if you're using it as a re-roll, just a flat re-roll. Stop. 19 for a
let's
31.
go. That's also without the plus in there for the gun.
No, I didn't put it in for the second one.
It actually wasn't in there for the first one either.
Oh.
It was.
It was? No, first one it was in there, yeah.
The 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a
Intimidating.
Maybe
Yeah,
it
you
was-
got 13 for
That's
30.
intimidating prowess. Your larger than life isn't actually in there.
I thought you meant the last round.
Oh,
Yeah,
because I was putting in
the very
plus
first.
4,
The
but
very
is
first
it not adding it?
Did you put it under the dice or under the situational bonuses?
I put it under the first one. Base, I think.
Yeah, it's not base dice. It's situational bonuses. +4.
Oh,
The base
okay.
dice is if you're
D8,
rolling
like
a
a
different size
D6.
dice, like a D8 instead of a D6 or
Okay.
something like that.
No,
Okay. My bad. I
That's
didn't add
fine.
it in. But in any case.
so it's 34.
So 35.
35, sorry, 35.
Yeah.
We could
Might actually matter.
probably get you hooked up with a macro that you can one-click intimidate with your bonus or without your bonus, depending on who you're intimidating.
Hmm.
Okay, we'll figure that.
That probably
Cross that bridge
yeah,
when we get there.
it's an easy fix.
Oh, excellent. Okay. All right, it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. I'm just gonna extend his intimidate by this many numbers of turns. It's fine.
Yeah, all of the
Good.
numbers.
It's good. So yeah. Yep.
So he's up to what, 5 rounds of
So
intimidate?
okay. So
At
the
least
first one was
6.
4 rounds,
Or like 7.
and then with this
Yep.
most
Yep.
recent
So
one,
been around.
that's an additional 5 rounds. So he still has
Yeah,
8
so that's 9
rounds
in a
of shaking left. 8
8
total rounds.
rounds.
8 total.
And shaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that Morgan can opt to remove 4 from that total to make him shaken for a
Frightened
round.
for a round.
Sorry, frightened
Yeah,
for a
for the
round.
full
Yeah.
You guys are just not gonna let this man have any turns, are you?
Nah. No, we want the loot and nothing else. You get nothing.
about
You lose.
sending
Sir.
Just
a
give us some
message.
money.
This is catharsis for all of us. We need
Give us your money, your willpower, and your chicken.
After Plug made her fall off the mast and laughed at her, she needed this.
guys, what
Yup.
did Plug ever do to you? I can't believe.
I'm pretty sure Quint's whip wounds would still be
Yeah,
healing.
that's true. That's true. He hasn't even pulled out the whip yet. You don't even know if he has it on him.
Don't want to know.
It's true.
All right, so
We don't have to
Our-
worry about
that
it. if he
is
can't do
Morgan frightening him. Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, so no, you're good. You're good. That's fine. You can totally do what you want.
it. Are you-
No, that's correct because now it's his turn where he does this.
He can't do
He
anything.
goes, I think, moves as far away from Morgan as he can get, which is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get me away from her.
which is there. All right, and then Tasek, you're up.
Alrighty then. This can be somewhat less effective as I am actually out of alchemical shards.
Ooh.
That's
It's a 16 for 7
16
damage.
for 7 damage. That should automatically resolve with a successful hit, I believe. Oh, it did not, but yeah, that was a successful hit against his. Oh wait, hold on. Because first range, so it'd be touch.
That's
Touch
easy.
18, 16. Yeah, that's a that. Yep, that was a successful hit. Oh man, I should have made him HP spongier. Damn. All right, Quint.
Yeah, Quint will. I'm assuming from here, he's kind of on the steps, so he doesn't have to worry about cover from the rats. So he'll just kind of take a shot, try not to hit Dinner, and say, "Offer still valid if you want to hop off that shoulder."
Pecks the
and then he
captain in the head again.
Beautiful.
She pecks the captain.
So this will be at a -4. He fires his light underwater crossbow.
But you're above water.
I know it's
That's
I
what
like
the -4.
I like defying expectations. Okay, let me just go ahead and you know what? Deadly aim on this. He's gonna deadly aim this shot. So that's
-5.
he's not worrying.
Show me
Yep.
that natty 20.
Or natty 1.
Not
Oh wait,
dinner.
hold on. Shoot. See, this is my brain being smooth again. If
Yeah, no
if
trouble.
the attacker roll matches his AC, defender wins. Or is it attacker wins?
This is
It's meter
actually
beat.
my weak spot.
I'm pretty sure it's meter,
Meter beat. Yeah.
for attacker. So I think for the attacker, I think they
Yeah,
get
you got through. Yeah. Anyway, was that a nat? No, it wasn't a natural 20. That was just a.
Not
That was a
quite
20 to hit.
close. That sounds accurate. Sorry, I navigated away. There we go. Yes, a total of 20.
For
to
eight.
hit.
Can confirm meter beat.
Yeah,
8 damage. Oh man.
yeah, 8 piercing damage. Ta! And then as a move action, Quinn's gonna stand his ground. He's got a good, you know what? Actually, 5-foot step up the steps just a touch. That way he doesn't have to worry about his taller companions getting in the way. And movement action, reload that crossbow. That's Quinn's turn.
All right. Next on initiative, we got Plug. Good work, Plug. Eldon.
Oof.
He's just cowering in the corner of the ship.
So at this point, I think he's just shaken. I think this is a full round since Morgan spooked him. Right?
It'd be on Morgan's
it'd be on
turn.
Morgan's
I think the
turn.
frightened would.
Oh,
Yeah, like I'm
okay. My
tempted
bad.
to because he does have 2 initiatives to be like it counts down twice as fast, I guess. But
Each time.
yeah, but at this point,
I mean, the only thing with that would be if somebody CCs him right before his turn, he's not CC'd at all.
exactly.
Like,
That's
it's
why
point-
I'm not really. Yeah.
Yes. Right, because it would tick down on his
exactly.
turn immediately afterwards. That's the only weird
Yeah,
thing
well,
about
it's
that.
something-
But okay, anyway. So Eldon is
Something
going
I'll experiment with, but for now we'll just keep Plug as this very clear, easy target.
The only thing I thought of, Dio, was you'd always make it so that if he is CC'd, you make the character take the turn right after the CC expires. So, like, you slot in a turn right after Morgan's.
Yeah.
That way, you're still having the same effective crowd control, but when it expires, you have the chance to actually do something as opposed to waiting for us to debuff again.
That probably works.
Yeah.
But no worries. But for now,
Give him a jolt. Give him a little range touch
little
attack.
range
Zap.
touch attack that thankfully finally does not beat his touch AC. Whew. Man's finally not taking damage from an attack. All right, and now Plug is feeling much braver as Morgan takes her turn.
Morgan is going to continue to
Oh,
intimidate.
big surprise.
It saves on ammo.
Look, we have you guys have heard of heal bots on. This is fine. Go. Let's see the big number. Let's see you beat 36 this time.
Intimidate, go
Okay,
burr.
hopefully I put the situational bonus in correctly. So
Stop.
sorry, not quite 36.
Good work.
It's
Sorry.
another 4
Sure.
turns of intimidate.
You can-
She can literally just frighten him every round.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! The poor man. Let him die.
Is Morgan frightening him again?
Yes.
It's even funnier the second time.
Ugh. Oh.
Oh man, I'm in stitches right now. This is amazing. This is the greatest boss fight I've ever ran.
I like that we're all just like halfway across the ship, just going pew pew pew, and Morgan's just roaring at him, and he's just hiding in a corner, getting shot at. He has no idea what to do.
paints a picture. Plug. Good hustle, Plug. Jessica.
You know what? I'm just gonna pull a deadly
Okay.
aim. I'm close enough. Might as well.
All right, was that a 13 against this?
5 for 13
Against touch. That does not beat his touch.
That.
Womp womp. Get an A for effort there. Whew.
Alas, it would
Is
have
my
been 12
boy
damage.
finally gonna have an opportunity to do something? Quint.
Quint takes aim, says,
Unlikely.
"Nope," and yeah, he's just gonna fire again. Nothing fancy. Deadly aim though. Lowers his chance to hit because oh boy, and I'm assuming it's still into melee there, so
Melee.
another -4. Beautiful.
Well, I mean, as you wind up to take your aim, chicken dinner, does peck him in the forehead again, for good measure.
Nice. So this time it's only an 11.
This time it is. Oh my goodness, is that 3 misses in a row?
We're doing it,
He had a
Eldon.
chance.
Guys, come on.
Yeah, movement action reload says, I don't keep cowering or jump overboard. You're staying in the deck. And that's his turn.
Don't tell him that. There's loot to be had.
Can't wait.
All right, Eldon.
Oh god, me again. Jesus.
Yeah, it was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, really. Okay. Let's try this again. We'll zap him. Hey, let's go. 23
Nice.
touch
23 hits his
Damn.
touch for
for
2.
2 electricity.
2 electricity. Okay, this man is definitely cowering and bleeding out of every orifice. Morgan.
Is he really bleeding though?
He's been shot twice. Twice with bullets, once with a crossbow. His pride is so mortally wounded at the moment.
His ears are bleeding.
His ears are bleeding, and he has 3 chicken peck marks on his forehead. So, yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Morgan, you're up. Please continue to intimidate poor Captain Plug.
Or just go cut him in
Or
half.
just go cut him in half. You
honestly.
could probably run up at this point, honestly.
Honestly, you can just kill him.
I don't think I'm close
You
enough.
could charge him. Oh,
No, she
you can
can't.
charge him. That's exact. That's
oh yes,
the
yes,
exact
that's 40.
distance to
You can get
charge
right
him.
there.
Mm,
Can confirm.
So charging would lower your AC, and is it a bonus to hit or a bonus to damage?
Can't remember.
Damn.
To
Hit.
hit. Yeah, I think it's a
Hit.
+2 to hit.
+2 to hit. Yeah. I'm fairly certain it's +2 to hit, -2 AC.
That sounds right. Charge.
Yes, +2 to hit, -2 AC until the start of your next turn.
So there you go. You can charge him and stab him with your rapier.
Or continue to bully them.
Continue to bully them.
Or continue to bully them.
Psychological damage.
Morgan's got a vendetta. She's intimidating.
Stop.
Now it's sending a
Stop.
message.
He's already dead.
No, he's not. Not
Okay,
yet.
this time you
We're not done.
only went up by 2 rounds.
It ain't over till I say so.
Oh wait, if she sacrificed
3.
4 rounds last time, if she's up 2 rounds, 3, right? She must exceed him by at least
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
But even then, so she's probably only got what, 5 rounds on him? 6?
5 rounds.
5 rounds on him. You can make him frightened, but you're running out of extras.
You frightening him or are
I'll
you
let him
leaving
be
him
shaken.
shaken?
Yeah, I think it'd be funny to watch what he does.
To watch him whiff his, because he's still shaken, so it's still going to be a -2 to his attack.
Let's leave him shaken. Let's see what he does.
I like it.
I'm
Dude,
gonna
do
regret
something.
that famous
All
last
right.
words.
It's fine.
Plug is finally
Last words.
allowed to have a turn.
This man is rattled. The psychological
This man's
warfare
not
is
doing
taking a
well.
toll.
Hey, look who's within charging distance.
Good man.
What's the worst he can do? Triple crit?
Beautiful part is Eldon still has temp HP.
No.
No,
Nope.
that wore off after
Alright.
the
Oh.
previous combat because it was an effect for that combat,
Charge.
combat, so it fell off.
He draws his
true, that's
weapon
right.
Yeah.
as.
From
Oh,
the
wait,
top.
no, hold on. I'm actually.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
lying
no,
to
no,
you. Hold
no.
on.
Move
'Cause He
action.
can draw his weapon as he. Oh, move action, right? So you know what?
It's a move action to. You can draw it as part of a move action. I don't think you can draw it on a
That's
charge.
true. That's a good one. Okay, so maybe he won't charge. Maybe he's gonna do this instead. He's going to. Well, can I actually have my selected token here? Walk over here, or limp.
I mean, yes.
He
but not
does
for
eat
long.
an AOO from Eldon for passing through this square. Get him with the
Get him
dagger.
with the dagger.
Watch this kill him.
Shank him.
Watch this crit, guys.
Shank him. Shank him.
No shank. No shank. Get an A for effort.
No.
And
Ah.
he looks at you. And you feel something kind of shake your soul as he brandishes his cutlass in a weird way, and a torrent of water crashes into you. I believe
Bruh.
you are under the effects of hydraulic push, moving directly behind you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
With a
Uh-oh.
DC, if I remember correctly, let me pull up hydraulic push here. I think it's a 13 reflex.
It's
Oh, is it
CMD, I'm pretty sure. It's a combat maneuver.
Yeah, it's a bull rush. Bull rush is equal to your caster level plus your... Okay, so in this case... So it'd be... CMD. Sorry, I'm just doing the quick maths here, because his highest score on that one is that, so it would be a D20 plus... Can I type? Am I allowed to type? Thank you.
I promise you, he almost can't fuck this up. He has to not one to fuck this up. I promise you.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're now moved 5 feet directly away from Plug.
Into the rail of the ship?
Potentially over the ship, but that's if you roll less than a 5 on your reflex. Or acrobatics. Whatever you feel more comfortable with.
Probably makes more sense in this case to be a reflex. Trying to keep my
Yep.
balance, I would think. Okay, let's do it.
That's 14.
That's
You're very
14
much on the ship
reflex.
still, but I think you are prone. Yep.
Bro,
And I think, if I remember correctly, that
that makes sense.
his fancy cutlass does that as a free action. I could be wrong, though. I read a bunch of different magical items last night, so they're very much...
Spell-like's usually a spell-like ability like that.
Yeah.
Usually is a standard.
doesn't
but
like I
maybe-
said, I read a
might be
ton
special.
of things last night, so I'm pretty sure it's...
It might be one of those things where you like hit with an attack and get a free spell
timer.
effect.
Spotter with thrust in the back. Once per day, a Tidewater Cutlass can be used to catch hydraulic push. And then it just says that they're not uncommon weapons. So used to cast, so that's going to be a standard action. Alright.
Wait, am I prone?
Because it's a bull rush, so are you knocked prone?
Yeah, Bull Rush just
doesn't actually
pushes
prone
you
you?
back. I don't think Bull Rush prones you unless I'm
Let's double check
misremembering
that,
that.
because you are getting pushed into something, so I would imagine that would be a prone. Because you don't actually have room to move.
Yeah.
Not bull rush strike. Just give me bull rush, thank you.
No, I don't see anything about.
Yeah, probably
prone.
not then. No worries. We'll call you. You're on your feet. Tried to send you over into the drink, but you held your ground. Good hustle.
Neat.
Pick a standard action as part of a charge in place of a melee attack. You can only bull rush an opponent who is no more than one size category larger than you. A bull rush attempts to push an opponent straight back without doing any harm. Well, there you go. Without doing any harm. Oh, and it provokes an attack of opportunity from you, but I assume you don't have combat reflexes.
I do not, and also I feel like for a weapon like that, it probably wouldn't provoke. Like if it's
Yeah, I
the
guess
effective
it-
hydraulic push,
yeah, it wouldn't
hydraulic
provoke,
push
yeah.
doesn't provoke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say the same.
I'm pretty sure that's in the spell text for hydraulic push. You don't provoke. So anyway, I don't have combat reflexes anyway, so that was no. But all right.
I cannot bull rush into a creature into a square that is occupied by a solid object or obstacle. Huh. Should have looked that up last night.
Good to...
Well, we're keeping that because this man is not thinking well, and so he tried and he didn't.
Well, there's a
Yeah.
chance to topple him overboard, and he made a save.
Yeah, it's arguably not a completely solid space.
Yeah.
I guess the reflex save would have been to determine if he pushed me
Yep.
into the rail
Up and
or
over, yeah,
up and over
I
it.
think, if it was like a natural one, pretty much you went into the drink. But there's where you would have fallen into. There's plenty of stuff to grab onto on your way down. So I wasn't about to kill you that way. That's so not narratively satisfying. Kazakh, he's 10 feet away from you.
Speaking of narratively satisfying,
Oof.
12 on his touch will not.
12 on his
probably
touch
hit.
does not hit him. with his single digits of HP left, because he's finally gonna be able to start doing things. Quint.
No, because Morgan's up next. Or no, Eldon first, then Morgan.
Yep. Hey, you could have misfired. Could have been a lot worse.
It's true.
Quint sees Mr. Plug in his magical prowess. He kind of looks. He scans the deck really quickly and assesses how easily toppable. That's not the word. How easy it is to topple us overboard. So he will move an action 5, 10, 15, and he'll position himself around here. And I'm assuming, do I see any ropes that Quint could grab?
Yes, there's tons of rope.
Not to swing from, but to throw.
Yeah,
if
I
someone
got you.
goes
Yeah,
overboard.
there's rope.
Yeah. He's going to look back at Spook and say, hey, I need you to get the port side.
Right,
No.
right, sir.
Yeah.
He goes over.
Perfect. And Quint, he's going to ready an action to throw a rope if anyone goes overboard. And that's Quint's
All
turn.
right, and now it's Plug's turn again. Eldon, how you feeling, buddy?
Great.
It's okay. He has a cutlass that has failed him once. Let's see if it fails him for a second time. Now, how do I do that? There we go. I believe that's all I have to do with his -2, because the boy's still shaking.
Shaking and bacon. Oh, no! Go away with your damn cutlasses.
Does a 16 confirm? Oh, that's two
not a
attacks.
crit,
Yeah,
that's two attacks, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
So the
First
first
one
the
hits,
first
the
one
16
hits.
doesn't, so you take 9 damage.
I take 9
9
Damahe.
Damahe.
So I go down to math is hard, 12.
All right.
He whiffs the second one.
Whew. Big fear. All right, buddy, you're up.
All right. Eldon, wincing from that wound that he just picked up on his arm or
I
wherever.
did want to notice. I did want
is-
to point out with that attack, he did do something a little bizarre from what you've seen with people who traditionally wield cutlasses. He stabbed you with it. Curiouser and curiouser. Anyway, continue, please.
Anyway. All right. And I am gonna. Yeah, okay. So, Eldon is going to. What is the check for that? What is the moving through an enemy's space without provoking? It's
acrobatics, yep.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's disengage action lets you ignore the first 5 feet, I think, which is different. My apologies.
Yeah,
but,
disengage,
No, I think
Right.
withdraw lets you just get away
Uh,
safely, but that's all you can do is just get away safely.
Yes, from the first enemy. But if you pass
Yeah.
anyone else's, you would provoke. But yeah, no, like there's an acrobatics roll for just moving through a threatened
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
But I think it's based on their combat maneuver
that
defense or
sounds
something like
right.
that. So that's probably not a good idea here. All right, so Eldon is going to 5-foot step this way, and then attempt to defensively cast a spell. So we're going to do the defensive casting check. It's a first level spell, so it will 15. So I need to beat a 17 concentration. That is unfortunate and not gonna do anything else. That's fine. So with the failed fight, the spell doesn't go off. Nothing happens. No defensive casting, but no
that's right.
provoke. And I will rest my
Ooh.
case for now.
All right. All right. How's your hero points? You sure you don't want to? Like, I'd let you burn a hero point to get the fuck out of his melee. Okay,
Nah,
we're
we're fine.
All
we're
right.
fine.
Don't worry, Morgan's
Everything's
up.
fine.
Yeah.
Everything's
Morgan.
fine. When does Quint's
It's
effect trigger?
on
My turn
Quint's
or Quint's
turn.
turn?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I thought so,
Yep,
but
it's good to check.
All right, Morgan, what are you doing? You just watched him stab a friend of yours rather effectively, but then ineffectively follow up with a second stab.
Morgan is going to take aim and fire.
Oh, all right. going for the pew pew.
It's just single
Yeah.
attack, right?
With a -4.
Because of the chicken pecking him in. Oh, and
And
you.
me.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm in melee with
Engaged in
him.
combat.
Right.
So
You can get
still
into
in
melee with him though.
Yes, you could get actually.
Yeah, you can actually
directly
get
opposite him and flank
flanking.
him.
So
You
that's
could
a,
get flanking
You know what?
over there
Yeah.
with me. I have a melee weapon, so I am threatening him.
Okay, hang on. So yeah, I'm gonna change that. Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
He's being flanked.
Perfect.
No,
Oh
dear.
God. Besmara, no.
More minuses.
Cut him in half. Cut him in half.
It's
With a
the-
+2.
It's the attack bonus that I added to, right?
Yeah, since you're flanking, you get a +2.
You put a plus in there too.
+2 for flanking, and then it would be plus an extra D6 for sneak attack. If you hit.
Don't worry about that now. We'll figure it if you hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Well,
Dang.
all right. What is that? A 2 for a 13.
13.
Damn.
Damn.
Does not hit.
Ooh. Brutal.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
All right.
Uh-oh, indeed. Look whose turn it is.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm in danger.
See, Plug has a personal vendetta against the scary lady, though, so I think you'll be okay this turn.
He also watched me very ineffectually swipe him with a dagger. I'm probably not a threat in melee.
Morgan, however, is very much a threat as he turns to face her. And we're going to do that with a -2 to that. Because, of course...
A little shaky.
Ooh, I don't think either of those will hit. Oh, a 21 or a 17. 21 hits.
21, I think it's for sure.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Morgan's AC is like the same as mine, roughly.
it's 15.
Oh, so both
So
hit.
both hit.
Wait, you just had another turn though, right? Why is
Yeah,
15?
wait. 15. That doesn't sound right.
10 plus dex
10 plus
plus
dex
armor.
plus armor.
I don't think Morgan has much
Dex
dex.
is plus
though. I
1
think
plus
Morgan is,
armor,
like,
yeah, so
purely
15.
strength.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Shit.
So 15, so that's
Yeah.
2 hits.
Okay, we'll get you better armor.
So Morgan takes 15 damage there.
Oof.
Oof. Uh-oh. Quinn
This
might
is
be...
why.
Wait a minute.
This is why I was sticking to intimidate.
It's fine. You guys,
It's
in
fine.
theory,
Yeah.
only need to really get one shot off and it's over. Tazak, you're up.
It's my-
Let's go.
Ooh.
Is that a 14
5
to
for
touch?
14.
Does not hit.
Do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have precise shot?
I need to. Shooting the melee. I do have
Nice.
precise shot.
So it's
Still
yeah,
misses,
still misses,
but-
yeah, but good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Quint.
All right. So a couple things happen. Morgan,
Oh, no.
you heal 5. Eldon, you heal 5. Quint takes 10 damage. Ugh.
Oof.
Thank you for sharing. And yeah. Yeah. I think. Do I want to ready the action again? It's still a possibility, but Spook is on the case. I don't think. Yeah, no, I think Quint's getting bloodied now, so he kind of grits his teeth. He's gonna take a shot on Mr. Plug. No more precise strike. No more deadly aim. Not that it. When he has a shooting into melee. -4.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's a natty 3 for a 6.
3
so,
for a 6.
shoo.
Oh boy. Oh dear.
And as a swift action, Quint will kind of I'd imagine at this point he has fastened his handy dandy pouch to a string, so he kind of like tugs it out real quick and just shoves his nose in it as he uses lay on hands on himself. And that'll be Quint's turn.
All right.
Healers.
Hey, look, it's Plug again.
Let's go.
He heals 4.
All right, Morgan. I'm pretty confident you can take another beating from him. Another full volley of cutlass strikes. Oh, that's a critical fail.
Yes.
Yep.
Definitely one of
one.
them, but then you take 9 damage
Yeah.
from the next one.
All right.
All right.
Also, do any of you guys use a cutlass? There's just Iru that used the cutlass.
Iru
It's
actually wasn't
just
using a
your-
cutlass either. He was committed to a scimitar, specifically not a
that's
cutlass.
Right, that's right. Even though they have,
Yeah.
He went out of his way to not pick the pirate
even though the
weapon.
scimitar
Oh,
is the pirate.
That's actually very
weapon stats.
funny. Mechanically,
They're
they are
literally identical. They're mechanically identical, and he went out of his way to say, "I'm not using the
That's-
it's one. It's important that I use a
All right.
scimitar."
Respect that.
Eldon,
Yeah.
it's
fair
it's
play,
good.
man.
No, I can't complain.
All right, Eldon is going to 5-foot step away from Plug, and Eldon is going to grease Mr. Plug's sword,
Ooh, specifically the sword.
My.
specifically the sword. So he has to make a reflex save to avoid the effect. My spell DC should be. Let me just double check what it should be for that one. Where am I here?
14.
10 plus the spell level plus ability mod, so it should be 1 plus spell is 14, 15.
15?
15, I think, is the DC.
15 reflex.
Yeah.
With a -2.
With a 15 reflex with a -2
Yep.
because he's still shaking. Yeah. Oh, you joke.
A for effort, buddy.
Can I hero point to make him reroll?
Yes. I will allow that.
I'll do it.
Stimulate.
Stimulate. Get in there, mister. He's shaking all hell. Bruh, I'm done.
Just for the people listening at home, that was 2 15s in a row for 22 each.
I'm done.
You know,
I think one of you's meant to die
Rip.
today. Morgan, you're up.
Ooh, anytime he attempts to use the greased item, he must make a saving throw. By the
Okay.
way.
But
that's
he didn't get greased though.
Right, so no, the sword still gets
that's
greased. The
right,
initial
that's right, it's not
reflex
to
is to
drop
not
it.
drop it.
So every time he
it's
uses
to not
it
drop
now.
it. So every time he uses it, he will have to make another save, and if he fails, he drops it.
that's
Okay,
all.
that is something. That's actually every time he goes to. So that's 2 rolls. Every turn.
Every turn.
All right, Morgan.
Okay.
Wizards, eh? Wizards are a bastard, huh?
I light a sword on fire. What?
Why? Why would you need that?
Where's burning metal? Or heat metal? Heat metal. Sun metal. That's
Sun
right.
metal?
Can't forget sun metal. Yeah,
That's the
you
one
had
you
sun
did.
metal, but heat metal would be a great spell to have right now.
Yeah.
He's also wearing a chain shirt, I should specify.
Ooh, that's actually relevant
I know what my player's like.
for my next turn, potentially.
What's Morgan thinking?
I'm thinking, how do I not die?
5-foot step away.
5
do
foot
whatever
step
you
and
want.
intimidate.
Or just cut him in half.
Or
just cut him in half.
or just hit him and kill him here.
You are no longer flanking. I had to get out of there, so do with that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's not doing well. So like,
I'm telling you guys, 1-2 hits
A good
tops,
solid hit.
and this guy's done. Well, he's unconscious.
like a little hag.
Hopefully there's no second phase or anything.
stop it! I will set you on fire.
Morgan's gonna take a 5-foot step then and intimidate.
Spook him.
Spook him. Get him.
Intimidate.
Get him. Get him, girl.
Rattle his bones.
Rattle them bones. That's what happens when you guys break the chain of operations. All right, let's see that. Let's see that huge intimidate. Let's see that nat 20 right now. Ooh, that'll do.
That'll
It's an
do.
Extra.
Close enough.
Let's see, that brings him up to 5 rounds of intimidate. So he's still.
I'm gonna make him frightened.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
That is
that's
quite
unfortunate.
quite the
Say it with me, folks.
unfortunate.
That's
All right. So
unfortunate.
1 round of shaken, 1 round of frightened. And now it's
Perfect.
Plug's turn, who ever so bravely runs away.
Run away.
Now let me just double check something about frightened because I do need to see some specific.
It's from the sword, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know that. I know that.
Yeah,
There's just
yeah.
something. There's just something I need to double check here really quick. There's some weird wording that I need clarified. Okay, so but that's not additive.
Are you looking at if he loses the frightened and the shaken at the same time?
He's gonna do that because they're both gonna expire on Morgan's next turn.
Yeah, both are only
Yeah.
at 1. They will expire simultaneously.
What I'm seeing is if he can do. Oh no. Wait, can he? Hold on. Now I
I don't
got
think he can take any action if he's running
Can't
away
only run away.
no.
until he's like sufficiently far away from her.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see. It's a melee attack. Because there's.
I mean, the rats will get an attack of opportunity. I really want them to kill him.
I get another chance.
Like, this is.
I poke him again.
Rats hog the
This is,
XP.
this is hard for me to say.
Oh, yeah, 'cause it didn't even
because
tell
he has a bunch
Tazik
of panache
to
points that I
kill the
haven't
rats.
actually used yet, but this is the only opportunity I've really had to use his panache points. Because there's nothing in Frighten that says he can't actually use any of his actions. He just has to run away from Morgan. But what's his fear's a
So
spell.
what it actually says is, like, a frightened creature takes a -2 on all kinds of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but also they can use special abilities, including spells, to flee.
So specifically to flee.
It
Yeah.
flees from the source of its fear as best it can. If unable to flee, it may fight,
So it-
but only if it's unable to flee.
So it can't. Okay.
Which he is able to flee.
So he can use one of his
because
special
he can run
abilities.
through everybody.
Because he's gonna run through you guys, and
Yes,
he's gonna.
if it enables him to flee.
Yeah. So you guys proc your attacks of opportunity there.
Yeah.
So I don't think does Tazik actually have. I guess he can bludgeon him.
He
Tazik's
doesn't
out
have a
of
melee
ammo.
weapon, so he's not actually threatening.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I have a melee weapon. I don't have a draw.
You have to have one drawn to be threatening for
Right.
AOs.
Yeah.
Which way did he run? He ran towards
Actually-
you, right? So he didn't provoke it.
Okay, so yeah, he moved towards you, and now he's gonna be moving. He's gonna probably try to jump over Tazik since he sees that Tazik doesn't have a weapon, or at least nothing that he can immediately bludgeon him. So now
Yeah.
he triggers Eldon.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
well,
about-
I
it's
was
about
actually
how it
going to
went
burn
last
one of
time.
his panache points to dodge out of the way anyway. So that lets him move an additional 5 feet. Still gets to provoke the attack. The attack still considers, but then he gets +2 to his AC. So that was a 21 to hit.
It counters out the -2.
21 to
from-
hit what?
That was 21 to hit him against his AC.
Rolled
So
a
you rolled a
7.
7.
I rolled a
so
7.
Either way. And you don't have combat reflexes.
No, so I don't get a
So
second
you don't
attack
get a set
when he
effect,
leaves.
but
Even if you did, because it's a single move action, it wouldn't trigger more attacks of opportunity.
does Quint have a
Correct.
means to attack him?
Nope. He has his light crossbow in his
Alright.
left hand and probably a rope kind of to his
Well,
right.
It does say he has to run, so he's gonna. It's basically a double move, so he's able to actually get into. Actually, over here would be as far away from Morgan as he can get.
Yep.
So you guys just dumped him on the white mage.
He'll be fine.
Tazik,
Yeah, I don't have much I can do
how
anymore.
did you run out of ammo?
Tazik is out of ammo. Because I only had 20 shots at the beginning. Well, I mean, I have 10 pellet shots, but I don't have a blunderbuss anymore.
Right.
Because I did not.
Munitions.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose I'm going to bravely walk up beside Quint and
Mm-hmm.
and draw my dagger, and that'll be all I do.
That's
Do you have to drop your musket to do that?
Yeah,
This is-
probably. Suppose I could
This is
holster my
kind of
musket.
hilarious to me because you guys just keep scaring him, so he can't actually do anything very effectively. But you guys can't hit him,
Yeah.
so this is just like
Yep.
a race to who can nat 20 the
Yet.
plug.
Yet. We can't hit him
Yet.
yet.
Pretty friggin' much.
All right, Quentin, you're up.
Yeah.
Quentin narrows his eyes and he sees the Tazik to his left with a very spooky-looking dagger, and then he shrugs, takes aim at this poor man,
Poor
says,
man.
"Honestly, just lay down your arms," and he shoots directly at him. Deadly aim, all that,
Oh, that
goodness.
Let's see. Oh wait, and I'm gonna say he actually in this more panicked run he dropped Dinner, so Dinner's just like chilling on the deck.
Sounds good.
So no -4 there.
Perfect. Ooh, it's close. That's an 11.
All right.
Yeah.
Plug wets himself on the. Sorry, were you done, Quint?
No, it's all good.
Did Morgan heal on that turn as well?
Oh, that's an excellent point. That's right. So Morgan, you heal 5. Eldon, how you doing?
4.
Ah,
Unfortunate, but it's all right.
Everyone else,
Good.
I think, is doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Cool. So Quint takes 5. As well, after that bolt pretty clearly misses, he shakes his head, looks at Tazik, says, "You're a significantly better shot than me. I've cultivated different skills." He loads the crossbow and then hands it to Tazik.
I mean, Tazik will take it
Perfect.
out of out of my realm of weapons I'm trained with, but I'll shoot with it.
Cool. And Quint will, he'll take a 5-foot step to give Tazik a little more room to get away from the railing. And that's, sorry, let me take that damage, -5. And oh boy, swift actions are fun. He'll again take that little bag, swift action, and he's gonna heal
Gotta
his
love
way
those
himself.
Verisian whites.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's you got to make it yourself. He's running real low on his supplies though. Oh yeah, max heal, 8 points of healing.
Nice. That's what
All
you
right.
need.
Eldon.
Alrighty. Eldon is going to cast his last spell for the day,
Uh-oh.
a Shocking Grasp.
Oh.
So, assuming I hit my touch attack, which, by the way, is at a +3 bonus because he is wearing metal and carrying a metal weapon. So 5, 10, 15, yeah, I make it there. And then, that's a melee touch attack. Whoa, why am I in the water? Come back.
Excuse me a second. I just got to clear my voice. How do you want to do this?
In a scene quite reminiscent of one we witnessed recently, Eldon will grab him on the face, palm to his forehead, and just absolutely shock him out of existence.
All right. Dead. Actually, sorry, you hit him for 21 damage, right?
It was if the 11 did not confirm, then yes, 21 electrical damage.
21 electrical damage. Okay. That wasn't enough. That wasn't enough to like kill him outright, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna finish him off while he's unconscious.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, coup de grace with the butt of my musket if I have to.
We'll just stand in a circle, stabbing him with daggers.
Yo,
Until
as
we're
you
sure.
guys are like stabbing him repeatedly, Dinner runs up and starts like pecking him in the face too.
Yes,
Perfect.
he's bleeding out. Get him.
Ooh. Welcome to the crew, Dinner.
He salutes you.
Earned it.
You little shit. You're lucky I'm out of spells. I was gonna shock and grasp you on principle, but I
He
hadn't
gives you the
left.
talon. Oh shit! All right, so guys, how you feeling? You guys have successfully dispatched Plug.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You
I
loot
loot
him.
Yeah, like get his shit.
Get his shit. Okay. All right.
Also,
Also-
ding!
Ding. Yes.
Massive.
Massive ding. All right. So, he's got a ton of loot on him. Pretty well prepared. No potions, unfortunately. No wands, but there is his magic cutlass, which I think has his name has been dropped in here several times whenever he attacked. Right, the Tidewater cutlass. Yeah. Oh shoot! Hold on. It doesn't matter now because he's dead. But I didn't roll his. Oh no, because he didn't actually use his cutlass there. Never mind. He didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
just
never
ran
used
away.
the cutlass. He just ran
He
away.
didn't parry anything. He just
He just
he
ran.
just ran.
Dip, dive, duck, and dodge.
All right. So you guys got
Yeah.
chain shirt, of course. Let me just go over everything here. 12 firearm bullets, a pistol, chain shirt, a plume of a magical hat, some magical bracers, and then let me grab his mundane stuff that isn't combat related. Because why would I put that on his character sheet? That wants to open for me, please. So,
Morgan, how's your health doing, by the way? Sorry, I was
No,
vamping for time. If you're
20.
ready.
I'm at 22.
Okay. Over the next few seconds, Quint would continue to take damage as Morgan heals up. Send me some numbers and I'll figure that out. Continue,
no, you're
DM.
good. You're good. Everything's fine. Okay, who cares about that? Oh, I lied. He does actually have some. So, the actual item
Ooh,
is called
15
Screaming
even.
Bolts, but I'm gonna call them Screaming Bullets that do the same thing.
Ooh.
Cool.
So,
Nice.
again, I'm gonna drop this all in loot in Discord, so you guys have access to this all. So, Mr.
loot,
Plug.
loot.
You guys got Potion of Cure Moderate.
Nice.
Screaming Bullets.
Very nice.
Not a lot of them. He didn't actually pull his gun. He was gonna do that at some point, but I think I'll explain that in the after show, which is gonna happen shortly because we're done. This is all I have prepared. You guys are looking off into the distance, ready to start your own adventure
Freedom.
as we go on a hiatus.
Freedom. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
End of season
End
one.
of season
baby.
one. That's right.
Dio,
Yo,
one thing we might want to
There
resolve.
was-
Sorry.
Yep.
Morgan?
I was going to say what Morgan heard
Yeah.
below the
yep.
decks.
No,
I say we might want to
that's
resolve
true.
that before.
So I was actually gonna ask you guys, do you want to resolve that? Because we can just pretend it didn't happen.
Ooh.
It's up to you
Okay.
guys.
I would happily resolve it because it gives Tazik some character building.
Okay.
But
Okay. Then let's
we
resolve
don't need to if
Yeah.
nobody else wants to.
I'm
No,
game.
no, I had an idea of where I wanted that to go, but honestly, something that I was, the more I was thinking about it, the less comfortable I became with it. But it's nothing stopping me from changing the story.
That's fair.
All right, so there you go. There's your loot.
Very nice.
Oh, I don't think his amulet of natural armor. No, he's missing. He didn't have the amulet of natural armor. I gave him a chain shirt. That's what I dropped out. That's what I changed. So, anyway, right. So, as you guys, as half the party loots the corpse, Morgan, you do find yourself thinking about the crying that you heard in the hold of the ship. What would you like to do?
Morgan's going to approach the rest of the crew,
Mhm.
actually. Um, we're not alone on this ship.
Eh?
Good, I'm starving.
I mean, Spook's right there, man. What do you mean?
So,
I mean, I heard crying below decks.
Oh, all that shouting might have alarmed Owlbear. I don't know. I'll go calm him down. It's fine.
I remember one of the merchants talking about a family.
I
uh,
don't think it was a bluff.
oh dear.
I think you're right. Let's head below decks and see what we can find.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't. Didn't call them Mrs. Fancy Pants. I don't know where I don't know. He just looked like a generic hero, so I was just like, I'm gonna name him something generic.
Can't go to the bottom for some
Okay,
reason.
next.
Oh, I did.
Tazik, are these bullets good for your musket there? I know you're running low.
There we go.
They
Good
should do. I just need
Perfect.
I also just need some time with my tools, and I can replenish myself.
Good, that's good. I suppose you don't mind if I take this back. And he takes the light crossbow.
All right. Well, as you guys are in the basement, you start getting more comfortable with your areas. You realize that there's 4 very cramped and tight crew's quarters, as well as various levels of storage, and a fully equipped galley to Quintus's delight.
Yeah. It'll do. I've served in way worse, though I wouldn't mind knocking down a wall, get some more counter space in here.
Completely revamp the ship. This is garbage. Start from the top. All right, but Morgan, you find yourself returning to the area where you heard the crying before, and you do notice that there is a hollow-sounding step beneath your feet. And could I get a perception, please?
Yep.
All right. With your 22 perception, you do notice the quite well hidden trapdoor in the floorboards. The edges are designed to hide to blend into the knots and stripes of the wood, and you lift it up, revealing a woman carrying a small child in her hands. And she looks up at you with nothing but fear and loathing in your eyes and a dagger pointed at you.
Morgan doesn't really seem too phased.
She says, "Back away from me, pirates! Let me go! Do not harm my child or I'll kill you all!" And you see she's like half crazed with like she knows what's been happening on the ship, and she doesn't look at all there.
Tazik looks at her and goes, "Calm down, young lass. We'll let you and your child go. This isn't. We don't want bloodshed of innocence on our hands."
But is that an actual stowaway? Hold on.
Yeah, she like doesn't move at all to get out of the hole, but she does hear. You see like her brow furrow a little bit at Tazik's words. Tazik, could you actually roll diplomacy for me?
This could go one of two ways, and it's entirely up
That's
to the
exactly
dice.
what I want to hear.
Oh, it's slightly better than I thought it was
So
going
is
to
that an 11 for a 10?
be. That's 11 for a 10.
Okay. She
Into the darkness.
you see yourself calm down a little bit, but she doesn't quite believe you. And Quint, sorry, you started saying something.
No, sorry, my apologies. I I think Quint was inspecting the kitchen and then heard the sound of actual people and turned around surprised, like, oh, there actually is a stowaway. Shit. All right. And I think Quint does echo Tazik's sentiment of like, yeah, I don't know if there's any safe ports we can drop you off at, but I don't suppose you have noble family ties. As he kind of looks this person up and down.
You see her grip the dagger again, and she says, "There's no ransom worth having here." And she clutches her child closer to her.
Oi.
Yeah. It's easier for me if I just accept that. You're probably right.
We're not going to ransom you, miss. We'll see you at port. The pirates that caused this to happen are dead now.
You're the pirates that caused this to happen.
Morgan kind of crosses her arms as she looks at the woman. And she's not exactly using intimidate, but she's kind of got that intimidating air around her naturally. And she goes, "Way I see it, this can go one of two ways. You cooperate with us, or the alternative." And she kind of looks towards the open ocean, or towards one of the walls. You would
There's
actually see
portholes.
the ocean.
Why not?
Okay, yeah.
There's one. Exactly. For dramatic purposes, it disappears as soon as you're done pointing at it.
It's not meant to be a porthole. They just haven't fixed it.
Something cannonball fire. Something.
Yeah, that was one of Tazik's warning shots.
It was very successful.
Too accurate.
Is there a rowboat?
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys have seen several rowboats on the ship. There's dinghies. Dinghies aplenty. At least 3 of them, if I remember correctly. Actually, those things hanging on the side of the ship that you would have been able to grab onto, those are the dinghies. So I think it's 2 to either side.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
So,
Tazik is going to take one of the take a bag of gold that he's gotten from looting the ship. I'd say probably about 500. He's going to step forward and he's going to hold it out for the woman and go, "We don't want to see you get lost at sea. We'll get close to a port nearby and let you go there, but we don't have any interest in killing you or your child."
where's my husband?
At that, Eldon literally does that. Eldon's like,
Oh, would you look at the time?
Eldon's
You're the
like-
only one.
Eldon's inspecting the ceiling.
Tazik's just going to look at her square and go, "You're the only ones on board the pirates didn't kill."
And then Morgan kind of steps in and goes, "And we killed the pirates."
And she gets tentatively, not taking her eyes off of any of you, and like slowly backs up the stairs with the dagger pointing out at you as she makes your way to the top. And as soon as she's out of eyesight, you do hear running up the stairs. And then
I follow her. at a
when you do
distance.
get to the top, yeah, we'll go over here. That makes more sense.
Before Tazik gets to the top, Quint would kind of whisper to Tazik, "Showing her the bag of gold's a little fucked up, don't you think?"
Tazik would have tried to give it to her
Yeah.
properly.
Well, you do your thing. I'm going to go take stock of the galley.
The hard part's going to be convincing Quint not to eat the child. She stops at the deck of the ship and looks down at, or she looks at the blood and viscera left on the deck of the ship with Plug's burnt, crispy body over yonder, and in the distance far beyond, she does still see the tower, the pillar of smoke from the sinking wormwood. She looks at you. Looks at you guys and looks at the pillar and does anybody with a good bluff want to convince her that or wants to tell her again that you guys are in fact the good guys and didn't kill her family.
Eldon is still inspecting the floor. Eldon does not know what's going on. Eldon's like, no, man, I don't
Morgan
know what
will-
you're talking about.
Well,
Killed
nope.
who? What?
Fancy
Who's this
Pants.
guy?
Never heard of
I don't know nobody.
I have no
Oh,
clue.
wow, look at you, Floor.
All
Morgan
right.
will attempt it.
Eldon is not engaging. There's no need.
Okay. Permission to use my last hero
Permission
point to
granted.
re-roll that.
Let's see this nat 20. Come on. Well, it was an improvement.
Not much better.
Slightly better.
You tried.
I tried.
Dog, we gotta go to sleep and get more hero points.
She,
Jesus Christ.
she's not too keen. She don't trust any of you.
I think Quint might have 1 hero point left from the last session, and that's about it.
She says, "Rat,
Yep.
where is my husband's body?"
I mean, it would have been somewhere on the deck still, because I don't think we would
It
have
is
tossed
still-
it overboard.
Very much
Yeah.
on the deck, I guess. I deleted them, but yeah, you can gesture to the body.
Basically, Tazik's gonna go, I don't know which one is your husband, but the crew is over there in the pile in the corner.
And if I remember correctly, Fancy Pants has a very similar hand mark on his face.
Yeah, yeah, he does. He looks a lot like Plug. Probably worse. All considered.
She goes to inspect her husband. And she looks at her headless father-in-law.
Eldon tucks his arms with his tattoos behind his back. Continues to inspect the sky and the deck.
Can you
Just
roll
kinda
for
keeping to himself
conspicuousness?
over by the rail. Yes. It's a natural 20 for
She
conspicuousness.
stops and looks at the charred hand mark in in Fancy Pants' face. And the lack of head on "You never got his name's" face. And she stops and considers a moment. You see her nod a little bit. And then she spits in Fancy Pants' face. Bastard. Yeah. And she looks around to take stock of who done it. And I mean, Eldon, you're the closest one, so that's unfortunate places to be standing.
Yeah.
Natural 20 conspicuousness. I wasn't trying. I was not trying hard.
Was it you then?
Yeah.
Did he have it coming?
Yeah, he did. He did kill a friend that was trying to come with us.
Take me to port. And she just like takes her child and walks down, walks into the hold of the ship.
Did she take the bag of gold?
I believe she did take the bag of gold from Tazik. 500 gold pieces is definitely a hell of a bribe. To be fair, you guys did just manage to smuggle 12,000 gold. So,
Sorry for killing your husband. Here's $50,000. Take the cigarette boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey, I mean, there are worse ways to cheer up a clearly that like the marriage was dysfunctional. If you guys want to go investigate that hole, it doesn't open from the inside. Indeed. And yeah, no, there's scraps of food, and she's very much been down there for a while. So, who knows? Maybe you can convince her to stay. Less depressing news. You guys all leveled up.
Whoa!
Hey.
Tazik just looks over at, or goes over to Quint when all's said and done, since Quint seems to be still in in the galley and says, "What sort of food could we make for the child? I think they might need some sort of boon after what they've been through."
Yeah, I can make that work. I may have misjudged your original intentions, but yeah, I can definitely serve something up here. They don't got much, but some of these apples I can cut around the mold. They do have a fair
I'm
amount
going
of
to
legumes,
mention that
which
this food
handy.
is pristine.
We can cut around the mold, though I will mention if you look into the next room, there is gorgeous, full food stores.
Oh,
I
perfect.
can whip something up.
Yeah. So not the food that Plug had, but everything else.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you guys
that
did
should be
also
no
get one of
trouble.
Tam's
I know what
wives,
it's like.
by the way. Yep.
Ooh, nice.
And of course, dinner.
Dibs. Yes, beautiful.
I know what it's like to be an orphan. I won't make a child an orphan if I can help it. He just walks off.
Quinn just kind of nods, says, eh. As he leaves, kind of to the empty air, he says, "I've met plenty of orphans in my time. I don't know. I'll trust you." He's clearly gone at this point.
Yeah.
Speaking of orphans, Spook walks in and says,
Uh,
"Feed me, you fat bastard."
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we don't actually know if Spook's an orphan. We could probably assume that he is, but
Yeah.
At one point, he wasn't an orphan.
wait,
Probably.
Quint adopted.
Actually, no.
we forgot all
no.
about that.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. I think Quint said Morgan was mommy and Quint was daddy.
Sure.
All right, guys. So I do have a question for you, since we are going into this hiatus. Almost like somebody's having a baby. Who would have done that? Didn't they? Should have thought ahead. Should have known better. Oh,
Consequences of my
goodness.
actions.
Anyway, so the way I see this is a great part for you guys to establish yourselves on this ship. Not necessarily like we pick up exactly here in however many weeks when we pick back up. I'm imagining you guys spend probably, let's say, a month of in-world time getting to port, restocking, getting some crew for your ship to fill in the blanks, I would imagine, because 4 people does not a crew make. Well, 4 people, a halfling orphan, and
It did a crew make on this ship.
it's just 5 people, and one of them was an owlbear. Who, by
That's true.
Yeah, we have an
And
owl
Spook.
bear.
oh
We have
yeah,
a
Spook
And
Spook.
totally
Spook.
counts.
That's
We got a
half the
gopher.
people.
We got a gopher.
We have the best darn deck swab there
Also,
ever was.
owlbear was 100% going to join that fight if
And
you guys didn't
Spook.
kill him.
Yeah.
I would have loved Owlbear just coming up and one slapping him and killing him.
Just bonk him on top of the head. Just
So-
Doug.
So
Yeah.
one thing that I like, we can call the session over, I think, unless you guys will have anything specifically you want to do. All right.
Oh, that's it.
So you guys are leveling up, which is exciting. So you guys are gonna be 4th level when we return. I'm probably gonna start you off at Port Peril, or unless there's somewhere else that you guys would prefer to start at. But in all seriousness, the closest port to you is Peril. So
Cool.
there's a bunch of islands if you'd prefer to go to an island, but that's something we can discuss after the fact. If I remember correctly, I'm actually looking at. I'll probably transport us over to the map that Season made for us in just a second. I'm just trying to.
exciting.
I got to remember where Port Peril is, so I can tell you pretty much in conjunction where you
Yeah.
guys are. To because I know Peril is actually pretty.
I think Peril's like
Inland.
really east. Yeah.
I'm-
It's weirdly far into the east.
Yeah, if
side
I,
of the
like-
Shackles.
Oh, here, actually, let me just activate it. I'll move the token over when I finally figure out where you guys were. I was keeping track of it for a while, but then my brain went and just gone, just whoosh.
Yeah, I mean,
Because, like, in all
gotta
seriousness,
make
you
up
guys
for
have
it.
only been out to sea. You guys were unconscious for 3 days, and then you only really spent about a week to, I think, 9 days, somewhere in that ballpark.
yeah, I think 9 days. I have it
Yeah,
down as 10,
on
but I think I skipped one.
on the Wormwood.
On the Wormwood.
Yep.
All right, let me see. Port Peril. So 9 days travel is really only like, I think at this what's the word I'm looking for here, scale, is actually only 9 tiles.
50 miles or 10 miles
Something
a day.
like that. I think the scale needs to be jiggered a little bit for each square, because this is actually, each hex should be roughly in the ballpark of about 10 miles. That's right.
I got this pixel perfect to scale, but it might not be perfect.
No,
for
I think
your,
10 miles per
head
day.
cannon
Is,
of
it's
how
not
far.
quite accurate to like real life, because ships actually travel hella fast. But for how perilous these waters are,
Yep.
we'll just ignore that part, and we'll just say, I got to double check the hex rules. Also, I love these birds flying around. I can't get enough of them. There's
They're
just
so
enough of them
great.
that I'm like, what's moving? There aren't that many.
Nice. That is nice. I didn't notice
subtle.
that right away. Yeah, it's very subtle.
Yeah, right.
It's very good.
I had a good time.
Oh wow, Port Peril is way more inland than I thought. But okay, that makes more sense to where I envisioned you guys being. Okay, so Port Peril is, the ship is traveling there as we speak. Right there, that is Port Peril.
Oh.
Cool.
I forgot something.
Okay.
I want to do one more thing.
Mhm.
I want to try to find a map to make a mark where the
There
Wormwood
is a
sank.
map. There is a
Oh
map.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah,
one
we
thing
got
that
charts.
you guys don't really need to worry about is when it comes to navigation is Morgan has this uncanny ability to know exactly where she is at all times and where she's been when she's on the ocean.
Yep.
Perfect.
And she's got a bat making kit, so she's probably gonna
So
be.
if I remember correctly,
marking things.
if I did that right, you guys are about there. Which that's because you guys would have gone around, and then the actual dinosaurs, if you guys recall that from like however many days ago, that happened roughly on this tile. So they would have flown in from this island.
That's cool.
So.
It's awesome.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, by the way, just in case you guys were wondering, yeah, that Quetzalcoatlus is still following you.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Secret
Okay, so I have
admirer.
a smoke signal for it.
That has not changed.
Goddamn.
But yeah, here's your gorgeous map. Like, Season, I can't believe this is fantastic.
Well, credit where credit is due. The map itself is the official, the shackles or the Paizo map folio. And everything else is just cool modules. I just like playing with numbers.
Numbers are pretty great. So yeah, starting next game, next session, this is gonna be a full hex crawl, guys. I have some islands marked off with specific things. None of it's gonna be like actual canon to what Paizo has. So if there is going to be a lot of inland adventures, because as you can see, there's very much large islands on the shackles where you guys will have to take several days to get where you're going and whatever. But
Exciting.
And if I remember correctly, the giant storm that acts as the centerpiece for the vanilla campaign is like up this way.
Yeah, the Maelstrom's like way to the north.
Yeah.
The Eye of Abendago.
But actually, part of one of the I think there's a location in Eldon's backstory that kind of implies relative location of the Maelstrom to things, but that's like we're probably never going that way, so it's fine. But
Yeah.
I think there was a location in his backstory.
Tazik's backstory mostly revolves around lands to the north and then the Assassin's Island, so we're
Red
probably
Mantis.
not going there.
Red Mantis.
Tasty.
All right. So, how you guys feeling? How was that fight? I do have a little bit of background information for that, but
fun.
I want you guys' opinion on it because, like, genuinely, how was that? Do you feel like it was fair? Was it too tough? Was he hitting too hard? Like,
No, it was great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
There was no instance.
He was at a disadvantage, right? Like he was bamboozled for a lot of that
I
fight.
think it was 6 rounds before he finally had an action.
Yep.
So,
Tracks.
and if
Well-
he had gotten one more, he was Morgan was definitely if he was allowed to attack unhinged, unimpeded, Morgan was definitely going to be the first one to go down, followed by whoever was closest to him after that. And one thing I was considering doing, but I think I want to move away from that direction anyway because I want to reuse it later for a different thing. But there was going to be a phase 2.
That's honestly, that's what I thought from the very beginning, and I was like, "Wow, Dio's real cool with this." Big fungal mushroom, big fungal monster. I'm catching
Yeah,
you.
no,
I gotcha. And then he stayed up for a long time, and I was like, "Oh, okay, he's just a
Yeah,
tough
no, he was. You guys killed a 6th
Yeah.
level swashbuckler, so yeah,
That's bad.
that was actually pretty well balanced where I wanted it to be because I was like, I'm hoping for about 1 to 3 good hits per person, per party member, right? Because I feel like that's no one's gonna die unless he crits to a single attack, and no one's going to, and then you guys are still gonna have plenty of turns to just bash on him, right? Just like go to pieces. So I did give him max HP and a decent con score, but it felt balanced to me. As long as you guys had fun, I had fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was fun.
Good. And then Panache was going to be, I intended to use it way more, but then as we're starting the fight, I forgot how few melee builds there are. Which, like, Panache is all melee. Until 7th level, then he gets some ranged options there. But I wasn't just going to give him a 7th level on the fly. That didn't sound fair. So... but yeah, the initial plan was he was going to get up after you downed him and be pretty much use the same stat block but be considerably less dexterous and whatever. But it was going to be you guys were going to have a conversation with Plague Bearer.
Mushrooms.
But I think I'm going to move away from the whole fungal things in this one because I found a better use for it later, and I don't like repeating myself. Plague Bearer will still exist as you guys know him, but his powers are going to be slightly tweaked.
If he shows up, I still want to kill him.
See, what I had envisioned in happening was you guys not immediately looting him first off. Because it's going to be after, like, a couple of minutes, the Plague Bearer takes over, and then you guys are alerted to him being still with you when Tazik gets shot in the back. But, no such luck there. But honestly, I felt that was a good way to end it anyway, because got some pretty decent hits off. Not all of you were hit, but that's just the truth of having a single combatant versus a party, right? So
Yeah. Action economy.
Yep.
Cool. So before I let you guys go, we are still live, by the way. I haven't shut off the camera. I don't anything you guys want to see from this in the future? Anything you're excited to see? Anything? I know I want to talk to you guys about some of your backstories, kind of integrate them into there. One of them is going to be pretty much Morgan, pick an island, but don't tell anybody about that island except me, and then we'll go from there. And Eldon, of course, with your hinted at location, I do want to discuss. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
I was
even on
gonna
the map,
say.
dog. It's gone. We're not getting near that. Like all the locations in the backstory were intentionally far from the shackles, so that we didn't feel obligated to wrap them into it. And like so there was one location in there. I mean, I may even have edited this out. I don't even remember. I haven't looked at my backstory recently, but there was like one location that I think was explicitly named, and it was like way far north that we'd be out of pocket if we ever went there. Like there's no reason for us to go that far north. And like any other locations in the story were left intentionally unnamed so that we could kind of, if you wanted to, we could put them somewhere. Otherwise,
Gotcha.
whatever. I think I left it vague enough. I think I left it pretty unstated.
Yeah.
See if I found my back here.
So you're saying Eldon is one of the sons of the Lenorm kings of the north?
Listen, actually, this grandparents on his mom's side are from north, not necessarily the Lenorm Kings, but mom actually does come from the far north.
Canada.
Yeah, dog, I'm as white as
Yeah.
they get. Let's go. I'm here for it. Yes, Oyster Cay is the one place that I think is named in my background. And Oyster Cay is like hella kind of far away, I think. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Oyster Cay is actually not terribly far away. It's actually, it's here. On this little inlet.
Where is it? What? I missed. Oh, over here. Okay. Cool.
Right there. That's Oyster
Key.
Cay.
Q-U-A-Y.
Which is
K.
no
C-A-Y.
K C-A-Y.
Huh.
Yeah, weird one. And then right, because that's like directly south of
Yeah.
the Maelstrom.
Actually, don't know if it's intentional, but
On
the
the
clouds are
exposed-
coming from the direction of the Maelstrom.
100% intentional. Absolutely. You can guarantee it.
Guaranteed intentional, eh, buddy?
I guarantee it. I stand by it.
Yep.
Let's go.
It definitely makes the map seem so much more alive with the clouds moving over top.
It helps. Just being able to zoom in on it to see more details and then noticing literal clouds just feels right.
Yeah, yeah. So at a glance of the shackles, I know you guys have all looked at the shackles in the past, I'm sure, but just out of curiosity, because I don't know about you guys, but this is more. There's no. I'm leaving it pretty open as far as narrative is concerned. I think you guys are gonna go after the 9 pieces. Maybe you won't. I don't know. It's up to you. But they are definitely scattered around the shackles, so I'm just curious. At a glance to the shackles, is there any locations that stand out as to where, yeah, there's definitely some magic bullshit here?
Attaboy. Attaboy. Season and I immediately
Yeah.
were like,
Yeah,
all right, hold on, just a
There
minute here.
is magic bullshit there, but I
Oh,
think.
hold on.
Oh, yeah.
hold on.
Oh.
Hold on, over here.
So what
over
you guys
here.
are pointing out,
Yeah.
yeah, and I have to double check this, but okay, so there's those 2 that are obvious ones, and then there's actually, can I do a highlight? Can I highlight things? Does that count? There's this whole thing over here, right? Yeah, these are
Yeah,
all,
That's looking a little interesting.
if I remember correctly, they're all Aslant weapons, or the ruins of.
Those wacky Aslanti.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Aslanti have something to do with these very weird circular, or maybe that's where cities were located
Yeah.
or something like that.
I think there's a bunch of Cyclops crap in here too.
Yeah, there definitely is. Okay, let's see there.
It's Pathfinder. There's a bunch of Cyclops crap
Yes,
everywhere.
so the circles that Season and I pointed out, at least the one that Season and I both pointed to, there is a settlement of some kind there,
Grinit
according to the Pathfinder. Yep, Grinit Sahara.
Vudra
Is the capital
no,
of
not
the
the Aslanti.
Rand
No,
Province.
the Aslanti, I guess, never came this. Yeah.
That's Vudrani. Vudrani.
I'd just like to go on
Okay,
record
so-
and say, due to backstory that will never ever appear, because you'll have to tear it out of Quint's dead body. Quint knows ancient Aslanti because of his backstory, completely unrelated to that secret weapon stuff you just said. I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you see that appear on his sheet at this level up, it's because of his backstory, not because of what you said.
I can confirm. Yeah, like the Aslanti are just like, I love them. They're like my favorite little bit of pre-Starfall Varisia or Galarian.
Some cool
Mhm.
shit.
Mhm.
I was cutting you off.
I think for our homework for the hiatus, we should figure out who does what
That's
role
good
on the
homework.
ship.
Yep,
dig it.
that's the other
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean, you
gonna
guys
say
do
that
have the
too,
opportunity to hire NPCs if there's some specific roles that you'd rather automate, pretty much, and not have to worry about. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's going to be some interesting. I have some homework. I have a ton of homework, to be honest. I have some rough ideas with a lot of these places. I'm going to keep some of the more larger locations and cities, but like, actually, I think just to make my life easier, I'm going to say every city. that Pathfinder has is canon,
Yeah.
but not necessarily all the islands are going to be exactly canon. So like the city in here, I'll probably keep that exactly as is. But there's like, I think this island has some weird specific ship and no actual settlements on it, so I'm probably going to change that, and then there's stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So
That's the beautiful part about Pathfinders. You can have all of the settlements and have them slightly different or completely different. Like, it can be a settlement, but it's not the Hurricane King settlement or
King,
whatever.
yes.
You know?
yeah, we're gonna fight him. That sounds fair. That's a good fight.
Balance CR4.
I'll one-shot him with my cannon.
And if the cannon doesn't get him, the lightning bolt will.
Yeah.
How in the hell?
See, we just have to figure out a way to fuse the lightning bolt and the cannonball.
Shot put?
Can I use inscribe magical tattoos to tattoo magical runes on the cannonballs? Question mark. Can I carve that? If I invest in craft stonework or profession masonry or something with craft magical tattoos, can we craft magically
I
infused
would
cannonballs?
say yes, but I think runes already exist in the universe.
Runes
They do.
exist
There's
in-
something for that. Yeah.
I do love where you're going, though. That's pretty incredible. I tattoo the cannibal. Fucking what? Beg pardon?
Did I stutter?
The cannonball.
I tattoo
cannonball.
the cannonball.
No.
Ooh, can we
Fair
tattoo
enough.
the ship? If we somehow uplift the ship and make it a mechanoid, can we
Is
tattoo
it
it?
alive?
That's a philosophical question at that point.
I've seen Chappie.
Is a weirwood alive? Where do we draw the line on constructs?
Are androids alive?
We can make it
Right.
alive. We just cast resurrect on the trees.
You see, if you guys want to go that direction, talking boats are very much. Who is that? Anne McCaffrey, I think, does that. Robin Hobb, might be Hobb. Or is it Lackey?
I think it's
The
off.
lady Vengeance
right.
from Divinity Original Sin.
That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like Elric of Melniboné also had some talking ships. Some classic fantasy.
Yeah, I think there was something in that.
You know what? I'm just gonna say screw it. You guys are now sailing the Verdant. Good luck.
I'm into it. Well, that's what your secret fungal plans were.
No, that's right.
Entire sea of
Entire sea of
spores.
spores. That's right. Art is nothing but derivative.
This is how Tazik sets the ocean
No,
on
that's the
fire.
Crimson.
Ooh.
For those not in the loop, there's this Brandon Sanderson has a book that just released called Tress of the Emerald Sea, and the whole planet is we've talked about the liquefacted spores that make up the oceans, right? And so there's, if I remember correctly, 12 different oceans, all of them filled with different types of spores that do different things when exposed to water. So there's the verdant, which is like green spores. They burst into vines. There's the crimson that actually no, they burst into spikes. If I remember correctly, they don't actually burst into flames. There's the zephyr, which is like blue, and they blow into air, just like breathable oxygen. Just used to fire cannons. I love it.
Yeah. Look out for the explosive
Yeah, it's
decompression.
People get better from that.
Yeah, we can.
Mm-hmm.
We can rig or like air pressure cannons and reduce our reload time
Yeah,
pretty quick.
that's right.
I dig it.
Yeah, so I got a lot of homework, but I got like at least 6 weeks, probably more, probably closer to 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, take your time, my guy. Trust me, they're only that small
exactly.
once.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Believe me, it goes faster. than you can believe.
I
Oh,
stop
yeah.
and I think about it in like the grand scheme of things, and it's like my baby is only going to be my baby for like 2 years.
Your baby will
Yeah,
always.
But
be
then
your baby.
they're going to spend most
Yeah.
of their lives as adults, right? Ideally. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't
Ideal.
think they become
they
adults
don't,
at 2
but-
years.
that's gonna be the majority. They're not going to be a little kid forever.
Yeah.
So definitely trying to remain cognizant of that going into this.
Small potato Enjoy it while you have
I
it.
mean, for the first like little while, it's just gonna be, hey, where's the kid? I don't know exactly where I left it. Oh.
Yep. Yeah,
You have
it's
6,
great when
8,
it's
maybe
great.
10 months.
And then they start moving, and that's it. No more peace in this house.
And then they're 3
Oh.
years old and they
And then
take
they're
care of
18,
themselves.
and
My brother in Christ, I can tell you, it's a keeping up with this kid some days. Jesus, we put him on a bike now, and like, yeah, no, we have to run to keep up with him. He's already too fast. And the problem is he's not yet old enough to fully understand the consequences of being too fast.
You gave him technology.
Yeah,
He's an artificer.
he's getting ahead of us here a little bit.
oh, speaking of artificers, actually, don't look too deeply into that, Zane. And I think Season was there too. Maybe not. Were you there? Season? You were there for that game that Geo ruined, right? Be more
Yes.
specific.
Well, I was gonna
Oh.
say I will plead
Oh.
the fifth because that's not enough info.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Okay, understood.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lovely. I'm bringing back one of my characters from that game, or my one character from that game. So, the character from
the
that
character
game.
from
So,
that game. Because
but
that
depends
game ain't
on how you
coming
guys
back.
feel at
That
this
game is not
particular
coming
moment. How do you guys feel about exposition machines? Yay or nay?
They're necessary for facilitating
That's
story in a
absolutely.
reasonable time frame.
Okay, cool. Cool. No doubt. Good luck
No
trying to
doubt,
kill him.
no
No, I'm joking.
My brother, give me a couple levels. Say less.
Honestly, I fit him into the rules pretty well. Ish. No. Honestly, I don't think I'm even really bending any of the rules. The thing to worry about with him, if I decide to include him, I'm still on the fence about it. But if I do use this character as is, as I intend him to be, as in the recurring character through all my games, because I'm just like that. I want that. That's me.
Do it up, man.
He's going to be somewhere in the ballpark of 20th level at least. Plus some bullshit. But,
Oh yeah. At least 28th level, 28 HD, nice little casual.
I probably won't because I don't
DMPC.
want to do that. Because then I feel like I'm the type of person who'd put too much weight on that character. I'd be like, you guys didn't bring him with you. Why?
Bring him with us. He's going to be our ship's like a figurehead.
Exactly.
Mount him to the front of the ship and ram other ships with him.
Yep.
He's made of adamantium. It's perfect.
Stop.
He's got damage
He's
resistance.
got damage
Hit him.
resistance sideways 8. What does that mean? I don't know. He got locked in a room with 4 Tarrasques. The Tarrasques didn't realize that they were locked in a room with him.
Chuck Norris. You've just given us Chuck Norris.
Yeah, he's basically Chuck Norris.
Nah, that's there's some hilarity where I'm
But does he have the Dougler
Yeah,
voice?
that's right.
If he's gonna be an all-powerful, world-bending wizard and he's gonna be a recurring character, you gotta make him the most annoying dude you possibly can.
That's why I
That's
was
the
sticking
only
with
way.
with the android with 4
Yippee.
charisma, because that's not changing. I believe they are mating.
That is a good character, though.
Guy had, I think, what is it, 22 intelligence and 4 charisma?
Yeah.
Beauty of a character.
See, and this is the thing. This is the thing, though. You say you built him within the rules without bending any of the rules, but that doesn't mean anything because I've played with Liam. Like, fuck out of here with
Listen.
that nonsense. Not bending the rules don't mean
it's
shit.
well within the rules as written, not necessarily as intended.
As in, see, goddamn it, right there. That's that shit right there.
No, see, if
That's
I
that
start
Liam
pulling
shit.
stuff like that on you guys, oh boy. There is one. There is one that I'm working with, and I think I found a way to make it a satisfying character to fight. But the way that this character works, and it's not going to appear in this game, probably not even going to appear in the next game. It's just something I'm keeping in the back end for an emergency. But the way I have this character built is that if she hits you, you die. Period.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
The
no.
cannonball.
No, there's also like another one that I found. Well, so there's this wonderful witch class, right? There's witch. You guys are familiar with witch, and I think the witch has an archetype that lets you force saving throws and the effects of failing those saving throws on someone else, right?
Yeah.
So, rules as written, rules as intended. This is supposed to be for basically a guy who poisons himself, and other people take the effects of the poison. In practicality, coup de grace involve saving throws. So, in theory, you can stab yourself with a coup de grace with a dagger, take 2d4 damage from the crit, and then somebody else drops dead.
Can you coup de grace
Yeah.
yourself if
You'd
you're not
have to be
helpless?
helpless to coup de
From
grace.
what
to
I've
begin
discovered,
with.
you can coup de grace the willing.
Okay. Fascinating. I mean, there's a really cool druid archetype that's kind of a mechanic.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Like, so I'm probably never going to pull that one out because that's just going to be like... I think there's still ways to get around it with the right magic items. But if that's the whole character shtick, she's going to be really good at that. So, GLHF.
So a coup de grace is to a helpless
opponent.
opponent.
I'm saying, so it's specifically... That might be an errata then, because at one point... but
Yeah,
if
maybe.
it's specifically helpless, then that obviously no longer works.
Yeah, it says you can't deliver a coup de grace against creatures that are immune to crits. You can deliver a coup de grace against a creature with total concealment, but it requires 2 consecutive full rounds. But it doesn't say anything else.
Yeah, I think I
Interesting.
found like some pretty like
Losing it.
solid arguments that the willing can be coup de grace. But when is anyone ever going to be willing to do that? You know, be willing to be on the receiving end of that?
Well, actually, yeah, I guess what is helpless, right?
Because I don't think helpless actually have. I get no,
Because
helpless
really-
would have to have.
A helpless character is paralyzed, held, bound, sleeping, unconscious, or otherwise completely at an opponent's mercy.
So I
Well,
can see
I
that
can
then.
see
Yeah, at
that
the opponent's
argument.
mercy,
That
yeah.
that at an opponent's mercy
Yeah.
is vague enough. You might be able to argue that. Yeah.
Like my personal thing with that one is that like as someone who built this character and loves the idea of this character, I want to say totally within there, but practically as a DM who wants to be fair to my players, no. Definitely not. But it exists. It'd be fun for a cult leader.
It's very similar. Yo, totally. Well, on that note, that is similar to my plans with Quint, mechanically at least. Though I don't think he's going to be coup de grassing himself
If I remember
anytime
correctly
soon.
too, I think the witch could do it at 7th level or something like that. It's actually
That
pretty
sounds
low.
fun.
But again, like, where's the fun in that? You walk into the arena, she stabs herself, your paladin dies. She stabs herself again, your barbarian.
Hold
is
up.
dead.
Bro, you bring that to the next power game battle royale.
Next time,
Yeah.
oh dude, you could.
Yeah,
Bring
Bringing back
Snacky
the snack boy.
Gotta love that snack.
The snacky snack that I only got to summon one of the snacks.
Yep.
The only
wink,
snack.
wink.
Definitely only one snake. Definitely not any more snakes that you need to worry about
Mhm.
at all.
Nothing like that.
Definitely not 2 large snakes that were designed to grapple and pin you so I could coup de grace you. Definitely not what
not.
the character was.
Yeah, I've also been toying a lot with Eidolons lately. I don't know, I'm not sure how many are going to make it into this game or any games, but they're just fun. Eidolons are just so much fun.
Chained Eidolons are dumb. Chained Eidolons are just like
Mhm.
out of the box broken. There's just no way to balance them.
Yeah.
With chained.
Unchained, yeah, definitely. As much as I want to unleash a chained Eidolon on you guys, that's
I mean, if you're a sane human being about it, you can do whatever you want. Really,
Yeah.
like it doesn't.
The general premise is normal summoner is fine, but you can abuse it real bad in some circumstances. So Unchained
The-
Summoner kind of
The big thing they changed with Unchained Summoner that was even more than the Eidolon rebalancing was the fact that Summoner got early access to all kinds of spells for no reason. Like at 6th level spells, it got access to Summon Monster 9.
right.
Huh?
What?
Wait a minute. So you're telling me at like level 12 I can summon monster 9? Uh, what?
Summoner's capped at 6th level
It's
spells.
capped at 6 level spells, but it actually gets early access to a lot of spells, including special. It gets special exception for the summoning spells, I believe, or maybe it doesn't go all the way to 9, but it goes to 6, but it gets it like early. Like,
Well, I know summoners, they get a thing where they can just cast the spell as a spell-like ability,
Yeah.
like 3 plus charisma times per day or something.
Yeah, let me just double check. So no, yeah, at 6th level summoner spells with chained vanilla summoner, they actually get summon monster 8 as a 6th level spell,
It's cool.
which is insane because that means at level for them it's level 16, but there's some weird shenanigans you can do there with early qualifying for spells. You can get summon monster 8 like way early.
I believe it. There's a reason why they changed it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's it.
Yeah, I think the other problem was people were making them into crafters, and because they had early access to all the spells and they were treated as lower level, they could make all their potions and wands and scrolls and stuff super cheap because they counted as a lower spell level as they were the caster for them. Yeah, they had a few concerning choices made.
It's interesting because like I gotta like the thing I've been struggling with is obviously I want to make all these fantastic ships and peoples for you guys to encounter and fight with and maybe friend with or whatever, right? But like, man, I stop and consider. I look at my ships and I'm like just realizing this now. If you were to run into any of them, y'all would die. I think my like weakest ship is like CR9. Come to think of it.
Oh boy.
So,
That's why we are
yeah.
a small boy ship,
Yeah.
and tactical
Yeah.
retreats will have to be a thing.
Yeah, the way I see it, like the way I'm kind of okay with it too, is that you guys are still very much the new kids on the block. So you guys are gonna leave out of Port Peril the biggest dicks in the ocean. Also, but then again, you guys are returning
took
from
just-
the Wormwood 20 days after the fact, after sinking it. So
We are the biggest dicks in the ocean.
I'm sure finding that penny will be easy
yes,
enough.
that's right. The bronze coin.
That's the thing. As soon as we resupply, get a few party members, and find some way to breathe water, I want to go back and loot the hell out of
Hell yeah.
Wormwood.
I support that endeavor.
I'm trying. Let's see. What do I got here? I got the bronze coin, which you guys have already been introduced to. There's the stone, which the stone one's going to be hilarious. I can't wait for you guys to find that one. What else? I have an adamantium one because, of course, I do. Yeah, none of them are going to be actual like gold, silver, or copper. Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, pirates probably have lots of gold, but I like the idea of the pieces of 8 being like generic ass garbage.
No, you'll know them when you see them. I think.
Yeah.
I've also may or may not have thrown a bunch of pieces of a bunch of cards from a deck that shan't be named into the wild.
That'll be fun.
There may not be a ship that's powered entirely by kobolds.
That's beautiful.
This is how Tazik somehow kills the big bad evil guy by playing Russian roulette with the cards from a deck
If
of
you
many
guys can
things.
convince Plague Bearer to do that, and more importantly, if you can convince Tempest to do that, you guys deserve the W, honestly.
Yeah.
So you're saying
The
we need
deck
to
has
bluff
36 cards. I
Yeah.
draw 36.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I draw 30.
6.
Yeah.
Better start putting those points in the
first
bluff.
card,
Gone.
first card, dungeon gone. See you later.
Nope.
Plague Bearer
Wait,
gone.
oh, I
not a
got
problem
Wish.
anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. I wish Besmara was my waifu. Done. Yeah. So one of the endings I'm toying with, one of the fun things to do, is just straight up, you guys invade Besmara's. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah.
The
You guys,
Maelstrom.
yeah. You guys invade the Maelstrom and go seek Besmara's booty.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we could eventually find the maze of the Starstone. Or
Oh yeah, if you
whatever
guys
it
want to do
Mm.
that,
Let's just all become
if you
gods.
get, like 100%, I'm
Yeah.
behind that. If that's what you guys want to do,
is.
that would be amazing.
Hmm.
Truly incredible.
Hmm.
I think there's room for a new God of Thunder in town.
You've got Morgan, the god of intimidate.
There's now God of
Goddess
Thunder.
of fear.
Fear. Capital F. Fear.
Goddess of blue steel.
Oh man.
See, like a dagger toppling through the air. It's about to hit Morgan. She gives it the blue steel and
Shoots
it
away.
like shits itself and falls out of the sky.
Mhm.
Do we find a sentient item and Morgan just intimidates it?
Oh, okay. So because I'm trash too, and I just created this one this week, so I want to tell you guys about it. It's I think CR14 this ship, but it's full of anime characters. It's
You
I
went to.
think
Oh,
if
boy.
I remember correctly, we got Luffy. We got Yugi.
Of course.
We have Ash.
Oh no.
Goku, of course, and then there was a fifth one whose name is escaping me at the moment.
I feel like they would instantly sink, but all survive every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, please tell me you made Yugi a freaking card chucker.
He's a summoner that can
So
merge
there's
with
this
this Eidolon.
wonderful, I believe it is actually Summoner, where you summon multiple creatures, but they all come out of pictures.
The
I think that's the one.
storyteller, I think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah.
and then of course the
Uh-huh.
Pokemon trainers. I believe, if I remember correctly, a Beastmaster. But then there's some other little flavors in there to make it
Mhm.
more fun.
Story summoner.
Oh,
Story.
Beyblade, Tyson.
It's beautiful.
That's what it was. Guy with weaponized tops. Can you
Nice.
tell who's the gag character on the ship?
Nice.
Right.
Goku.
Kame!
Goku,
I quit.
Definitely Goku.
Yeah, 100%.
Tell me he's a
Might be.
kineticist.
Listen, I worked really hard to make a kineticist viable by making them really, really good at one specific thing.
That's all they do, dog. They're strikers, true and true.
Whether-
They do nothing else.
Yeah.
That's their one. Like they can't fit in a regular party because they don't do
No, exactly.
shit all else.
Yeah.
All they do is chuck elements at people, and that's it. That's their shtick. Without third party support, that's all they got.
Which on a party of 5, why not? You know, it's just fine. The ship full of stand users might not actually make an appearance. We'll see. We'll see. It seems a little silly, and it's just going to be a lot for me to balance versus... Because then I think about it, and it's going to be basically 8 versus you guys. And then the action economy slips
We
too
can
far
take
in the
it.
opposite direction, you know? So,
Yeah.
we'll see.
What level's that going to be?
Oh, that's true. That's true. If I remember correctly, I think they're in the ballpark of CR12. I'll have to double check the numbers again, but
I mean, I think by my current layout for my character, level 13, I have Quicken Spell.
oh,
Yeah, level 13
Level
is
13,
when I get.
level 13, I'm chucking 2 spells per turn.
Yeah, level 13 is when I get dex to damage, int to damage, potentially double int to damage. And I get 4 shots per turn, all with alchemical shot. If I build for that specific thing, but
4
well,
shots
like-
to be 4 shots to be rapid shot.
yes. Yeah.
Because I don't think you have the BAB quite for 4 attacks, right?
Yeah, I think with rapid shot I'd get 4. If
Yeah.
I didn't take rapid shot, I could get 3. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I think you just well, it depends how many alchemist levels you have. But you'd be pretty close to 3 at level 13.
I think I'm doing 5 gunslinger and 8 alchemist at that point, so I might be at 2,
Maybe
3.
You might be
You
close,
could be
yeah.
probably 11, like BAB 11. at
Yeah,
that
then you're
point.
right. You're right there at 11 BAB. That's 3
Might
attacks.
be BAB 10.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm
Well-
just pulling that out of my ass.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you said 8 alchemist.
Yeah.
So 8 alchemist, you're looking at plus 6 BAB, and then 5 gunslinger is 11. So yeah, you get to 11 just barely, so you get your 3rd attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm tinkering with 2 builds right now. One of which is just straight sorcerer, and the other one which is way cooler. And I'm leaning towards it because I don't give up that much. I just give 1 level of sorcerer. I'm gonna take a level, I think, in spellslinger.
Oh,
Ooh,
Spellslinger.
I like it a lot.
See, and I trust you to do Spellslinger.
That's
well, so I'm looking
exciting.
forward to that. Spellslingers are one of those, man. You nat 1, you feel it. It hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Feel
That's kind of the character I'm building, with the impatient and my general lack of mage armor most of the time. Like, this is kind of the character theme I'm going for at this point, is like, it either works or it goes horribly, horribly wrong for him.
I dig it. And I feel like a lot of the time when you want to play a spellslinger, you want to play like a gunslinger that can do spells. But in your case, you're a spellcaster that could do it through a gun. I think it would work pretty well.
Yeah. And I mean, really, part of the reason I'm really looking at it is because if I get a really nice gun later on, or burn spells to buff my gun, I can then use, since I'm kind of going for lightning bolt as my signature spell, my enhancement bonus from the gun gets added directly flat onto the spell DC.
It's beautiful.
And they have an ability as a swift action to consume spells to give themselves an enhancement bonus. So I could consume a high-level spell to get a +5 enhancement bonus, and then cast a lightning bolt with an extra +5 DC on it.